My God, we're almost an hour after.
They call it OBS for a reason.
Is it streaming?
Like, it's an,
No,
this
it's
is BS.
Can you check if it's streaming?
Here, let me see.
I see it.
Okay, it appears to be streaming, just not recording.
Show your picture. I don't see your camera.
Yeah. You see it
Well,
now?
if it's not recording, then you can't export it.
Yes, I can
Oh,
see
no,
your
I
camera.
can export it from
And
Twitch.
your camera is moving
Then
and
we're fine.
whatnot, so it looks good.
Are you live right now on
Yeah.
Twitch?
Yeah. Okay. Hi. Didn't waste the time. Buddy.
Oh, why didn't it let me?
Because it said fuck
I
you.
mean, I'm following you.
I would follow you.
Because
to
it
the
said
ends of
fuck
the
you,
earth.
Riggs.
I don't know. I don't know why I didn't tell you that I'm streaming.
I will follow you.
I will follow you.
All right.
Well, I don't know why
God
it's
damn
not
it, Riggs.
recording, but it's streaming, and I can export the stream from Twitch, so we're fine.
Nice.
Do
I just
you
wanted to
use
add a body to
recording
your. Hey, everybody. I'm actually in your Twitch now. That's cool.
Oh,
All
no,
right.
People see all the secret discussions.
And I'll have it windowed probably most of the time. All right, guys. With that being said, we're live now. We're good.
Yeah, I mean. as
All
far as
right,
I
all right.
can tell.
Okay, welcome to the Lost Whispers of Phandelver, everybody. I hope everybody had a good week, and that we're ready to play some D&D tonight.
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
I understand that was
Guys
call
are
and
the
response.
best. Wow.
You're trying
All
to
right.
be quiet so you can do your
I
thing.
thought it was
Okay.
a rhetorical thing.
With Sato and Lyric opting to spend the night at the Hermit's hut before reassembling with the others, the Hermit told stories to Lyric about the curse of the land and the alliance of Cade. Later in the night, they overheard the Hermit banging around in a back room. Curious as to what he was up to, they noticed that it might be worth checking out in the morning. Meanwhile, Loki and Talia, still keeping watch over the deep-seated hole, realized that undead couldn't get out without assistance, but also ponder how or who may have exposed the opening. Investigating the surrounding area, they discover there could be more than just one entrance to what lies below. Artak and Trix absconded to infiltrate the town hall to reclaim Artak's spellbook and focus, while the guards and townmaster questioned Toblin about Artak's escape. After forcing their way into an unoccupied town hall, Azel and Artak and Trix search for Artak's confiscated items, while the guards and townmaster leave the inn, marching back towards them. And that's where we're going to continue tonight.
I'm sorry, Reeks. Was that Artak or Artak?
Artak.
Did I say Artak?
Yeah.
It's funny. Okay.
I'm from
All
Boston.
right.
Our Texan.
That's your
Sorry,
name now.
Reeks.
You're
It's
Artak.
fine. It's
I'm
fine.
gonna speak with a Boston accent.
Artak.
Oh, that major look crap messing with his accent.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay, that made you look guy now has to say Artak whenever he.
I love doing Frankie.
Yes, he does. That is now a thing, Riggs.
No, Jersey and Boston are totally different.
They are.
They don't get along. You put them in a room, they're gonna kick the shit out of each other.
Boston and Jersey.
Details.
All right,
Details.
my friend. Back to.
Life back to
Oh,
reality.
look, app.
ADD
Oh, ADD
people.
radio today.
ADD applicants. Focus.
All right, everybody. So it is around 2:30 a.m. You can hear the rain is still falling, just as steady and as heavy as it has been for the past couple of days. Something that you notice, it seems to always rain in storm here. It's very rarely a nice and dry day here in Phandelver. After a little bit of escapades in the town hall here, looking around, searching, learning a little bit about some of the books that might be here and such, Azel observes the guards and Harbin walking down very closely, and just in the last minute, Trix scurries out of the door quite quickly. Trix, you already made a stealth check, a 14 actually, right at the end of the last session. I would also.
And apparently you like cliffhangers.
I do. With that being said, I'm gonna say, considering your hooves, your shoes that you just got from Miles, he was able to tell you about the silent nature of the metal in between the hooves there, and so with that being said, I'm not going to require your dex check for this. You are able to scurry out of there pretty quickly and get quite used to these hoof shoes without any boots on, and you notice quite quickly that they are silent going out of the door here. And with that being said, you were hidden out of sight for the moment. You can see Harbin and two of the guards walk back up, and as they walk up, you can hear them begin to their voices begin to come into the distance, and you can hear them arguing with one another. There's kind of a larger guard, and there's kind of a smaller, skinnier guard. The skinnier guard seems to have like glasses on. The larger guard is kind of sporting a larger breastplate. They both have a sword at their side, and they seem to be arguing about. Well, I thought it was just a funny little thing. I didn't think it would end up, missing. I didn't, I knew we were supposed to break him in, but giving him that, what were you thinking? The other guard looks at him and he straightens his glasses. You can hear him from the distance. It was calculated enough. We didn't give him that much. They kind of, you could see they kind of look ahead. Harbin, who was kind of minding his own. And you can see Trix, since you're in the ahead here for anybody else, you can see that Harbin is not holding anything in his arms. He seems to be empty-handed coming back. And I would like to go ahead and give you the floor, Trix.
Okay, did Azel or Artok overhear that conversation at all?
No.
Okay.
Azel probably heard some of it, yeah.
Okay. I am going to stealthily sneaky around the corner and just like kind of gesture them
Sure.
to move further away from the town hall.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to think, do I want to try to talk
I
to the
am
trees or go
also
towards
moving.
the inn?
I am also moving.
I figured as much.
I can't move. NPC token.
You can't move? You should be able to, bud.
Oh, no, my bad. I was on something else.
You're
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
You're making paint marks.
Yeah, I saw
Yeah.
that. I don't know if I made a stealth check, actually.
I'm going to
No,
whisper to
I'm not.
Artok, I have things to say. Here or in?
So, Azel, I would say for you, man, your passive perception being so high and being able to see them like long before they got there, you would be able, with your background and your experience, you'd be able to kind of, know a better,
Actually,
safer way.
I am invisible. I used my last spell slot. I forgot
Yeah.
about
Perfect. Yeah, I totally forgot about that too, actually, even though I have it written right in front of me.
I did.
Hooray! So, I'm sorry, Trix, I didn't mean to interrupt you there.
Oh, you're fine. But
Me neither.
but Trix is kind of frozen with the decision. Do we try to talk here? Do we go to the inn? What do we do? So just,
I just,
looking
like-
at Artok with
I
the
just
confused face.
I just put my finger up to my mouth, like, shut up. And then using message, I'll whisper to her, like, just go to the inn. Don't make any sound. I
Just
feel like I shouldn't have
nod.
to tell you this.
And then sneaky back to the inn. And praying that Azel is following.
I am
Sure,
following.
sure.
Oh, shit. Sorry. Yeah, I am following. I have to be on the thing to actually move my token. There we go.
Okay, so you guys are gonna go back, and that's good. So he opens the door. From what you can see, they leave your sight.
Oh, Reeks, did I happen... I did take that piece of paper that had the...
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. I have
did
you marked
close
down
the
for.
door, so they would notice the door was unlocked.
What's that? Sorry.
I was talking about like the NPCs.
Well, I haven't gotten that far. I have to actually look at my notes here, Azel, to see, because I have you written down for three wooden coins that have a hammer carved out of them in the middle, and a stack of 3 manuscript or scripts rather that have Orcish written on them, scribbled on them. And we'll come back to you whenever
Okay.
you're up.
Stuff.
We'll come back to you.
Yeah, sack of 3 wooden coins, and then.
Yeah.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yep. We'll come back to you. So as you guys kind of get away, for the most part, where you're at, I'm not gonna go into that, Trix, as far as you leaving the door unlocked.
I'm just saying that's my train of thought.
Yeah, but I'm not gonna kind of RP that out because you guys are all really far away now. So
Yeah, I figured.
that'll probably come up though. So
Yeah, I know.
yeah, you kind of forgot. I know.
I didn't have time!
All right.
There was panic!
At least you didn't get caught.
That we know of.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
We'll set a bed on fire.
So, with that being said, Azel,
Yes, sir.
you and Artok, you kind of were out a little bit ahead of Trix there. What would you guys have the floor? Go ahead and give it to you.
Put me on the spot.
I know.
No, I thought I was following behind Trix, but yeah. I don't know. I was going to tell him basically what I told him last session, which was
For our viewers and for me, because I
yeah,
forget.
no, I'm just gonna reiterate. Look, I'm pretty sure that guy left your stuff with Toblin. I'm pretty sure it's in the inn. So if we just
I
go
kind
in,
of like shrug and like, well, we're here now. We might as well check.
Trix is
Go ahead
kind
and
of
check.
twitching like, are we going in or we
and
staying
if it's
here?
not there, then we blow up the town master's hall. Okay?
Almost like some force in the universe is pushing us towards this inevitable conclusion.
Nah.
Jesus! Wow!
Love you, fries.
Shade!
EM Railroad.
That is hilarious. A little bit. Just a little.
No.
Just a little bit.
Nice.
Because paranoia, Trix is going to like casually open the door and just kind of glance to make sure there's like no guards or anything, that it looks safe before going in.
Sure.
I just walk in, like just.
You just walk out.
Not even worried about it.
Honestly, I'm doing the same thing. Just walking
Wow.
past
That is hilarious. So before
Y'all
we
are
go to
rude.
the inn, we're gonna go over to Talia here.
You're mean.
Trix.
I know,
we're
I'm sorry.
We're having our little side conversation as she's looking, and we just blow through the doors while we're talking.
It's funny. So Talia,
Dicks.
you are. I don't know if you can see the map here. I made a little change for you.
Money.
There's a
Jane?
purple.
Just so you can see.
Why,
where
thank
you're
you.
at. Yeah, you're welcome. So,
I'm zooming in as far as I can. What the fuck is that?
that's a representation of a magical sealed door.
Oh,
It's the best I
okay.
got.
No, you're good.
So, you are experiencing this very loud, very rumbly
Is it rumbly in a Pooh Bear tummy?
there's a pulsing feeling that you can that you feel here, that you can see with the light, the dimming and the pulsing of the light, as it's flashing the runes here, Talia, in front of you. The pulsing gets closer and closer together, louder and louder, wom 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 wom, until it gets to a point where it's not one sound. And it's almost, you could see that the purple, there's like a light purple twinkle from inside with white sparkles, kind of shimmers that kind of radiate from the outside of it. And you can see that the shard itself starts to flash. You can see the pink radiance starts to completely go away for a second and then comes back. And then the shard itself starts to violently shake from side to side for 1 second. You can feel it in your hand. It almost cuts you. It shakes with such force. The wobbling sound gets a little bit more intense. And you're starting to feel like almost a heat radiating from the palm of your hand, from your shard. What do you want to do?
Well, I mean, for right now, this is obviously this reaction to my shard means something. So I'd like to keep going and see what happens.
Sorry. Yeah, so you continue to hear a whooshing and wobbly sound from all around you. Your hand begins to get hot to the touch with your shard. You begin to feel a pressure in front of you, almost like a fast blowing wind without any effect, surrounding effect. It's almost like a force seems to be pushing your arm and your hand away from the slab here. The heat is continuing to build underneath your hand to the point where it's almost impossible to keep hold of it. As this happens, the runes themselves begin to flash different colors. You can see one of them from the upper left-hand corner of what you can see begins to turn to a 3 o'clock position and stop. The rune next to it begins to flip around upside down, and then it clicks into place and stops. Do you continue?
Yes.
Okay. You feel the pressure continue. It intensifies by double. You begin to feel an easing, almost a need, kind of like a thirst, if you will, to stop whatever's behind this door here. But something is stopping you. Something is holding your power back, and you can feel it right now, more than ever, more than you've ever felt in your time that you've been here on the Sword Coast, in this weird cursed land that you've stepped foot on. You know that you've been sent here for a much higher reason, a much higher purpose, but and you know you've been sent to this place, and that you're meant to be here, but for some reason you feel almost guarded against as your shard reaches kind of a pinnacle hum. You can see here that this is not affecting the door anymore. It is not seeming to it doesn't seem to be opening the door or affecting it in the way that you can get into it.
Okay. So then at this point, I was kneeling in front of the door. So I'm going to kind of like jerk backwards and stumble to my feet, and then kind of just collapse a few feet away and just lay there. And when I do that, I'm also going to drop the shea water cantrip that was keeping me dry out of, I don't know, surprise, exhaustion, frustration, something. I don't have a name for the emotion.
Yeah.
And like as the rain soaks me, I'm just going to kind of scream. Like full of just confusion, frustration, not understanding. This is the first time I've ever been in a situation where I didn't know what my purpose was.
Yeah. There is the humming depletes quickly as you fall back away from the stone, and almost immediately the runes themselves lose their illumination. They begin to lose their glimmer. You hear and you look at your shard, and inside your shard is a little tiny hairline crack. really, really deep within. And right at the base of where that shard begins, Talia, there's a black dot.
I don't like it.
Oh, you did a no.
I guess for right now, I'm just gonna kind of lay here and not like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to
Yeah.
like. She would need a moment to process all of it. I think seeing that would probably has driven Talia to just be like completely shut
Yeah.
down for the moment.
Yeah,
Like-
there is a warmth that you feel that comes over you. A feeling of reluctancy, a feeling of regret, but necessity. You can feel it. It washes over you like a warm shower. It's soothing. It's almost like a presence has acknowledged you and your place here in this town and among these people, these strange people. You almost feel like you have a connection to something that you didn't have before, and you see your shard and its newfound addition, not necessarily as a break or a fracture in the crystal, but more of an opening to a new place. And that's where I'll stop with you just for right now with this instance. I'd like to go ahead and open the floor to you, though, with this newfound information, and allow you to, to move around as you'd like. Loki is not too far ahead of you from, because he kind of ran off ahead of you.
Yeah, I sent him back to go get our talk.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna I guess I'm gonna look at the crystal for a minute. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like, okay. Huh. And I'm gonna put it back around my neck. And I'm gonna push myself up to my feet and realize that I'm soaking wet. And
Yeah.
hold my arm out for Kit. And when she flies over to me and lands
She
on my
gives you a
arm,
nudge.
oh,
Yeah, a little nudge on the chin.
I'm gonna
Little
give her a little head scratch and make sure that, I keep her dry at least. And I'm gonna say, alright, I guess we need to go after Rockseeker. Can't get in here yet. And I'm gonna start moving back towards town.
Okay.
Obviously, I can't get in there, but they are clearly not coming out of that door either.
Yeah. I love it. Perfect. And you feel like a reassurance, Talia, as you move away here. This is the furthest you've been since you really kind of investigated the hole here. This is the furthest you've been away from it since. And you feel comforted, almost in a way, even though it seems that there are issues all around you, so to speak. You feel almost comforted in the sense that somebody seems like they're looking out for you, even though it doesn't always seem like it.
Yeah, not only that, but I like the idea that I was comforted after talking about rescuing Rockseeker. So she's going to take that to mean that's the right next step. This is a later problem.
For sure.
Rockseeker is a next problem. So that's her new goal in life is to go save Rockseeker.
Jamie just agreed, I think.
Bravo!
Yep.
Great.
Bring it up.
Well handled.
Nice. Cool. So so you walk back towards town. You can get a sense of comfort and like you sense that it's gonna be okay. That you're here for a reason, and that the events of the future are gonna lead you to in the right way. All right. So, with that being said, are you heading back to the inn?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm wet.
Oh yeah. You guys are all pretty drenched. With that being said,
It's dry.
Loki,
Yes, sir.
you are kind of in the trees here. What's up? Oh, sorry. You were in the trees here, kind of behind the a house here, which I haven't really revealed yet. Kind of in the trees here on your way back. It's about 2:30, about 2:45ish in the morning, something like that. The floor is yours, my friend.
Last thing I remember, I was out here actually being on watch, wasn't I?
Yes, you
To
were.
see whether or not something was coming for the, the break-in crew.
Yeah.
So are you telling me while I'm out here watching that go down to help Talia, she's walking back in town, and those guys are dicking around inside the inn, and I'm just sitting here up a tree?
You're
We
just
could've
like,
left you alone, dude.
yeah. No one actually, unfortunately, has told you yet what their plan is. So you're like a good couple of 100 feet here from the inn.
Wait, did we tell you to keep a lookout?
Yeah. You
was
guys
our
did.
call.
Well, some lookout you were. They walked right past you.
Well, he was really kind of far from the tree line.
It's the thing, like, I'm supposed
Yeah.
to get you to help Talia, but now Talia's left, so whenever I do get someone to go back to help her, she's no longer going to be there.
Hopefully,
Oh, yeah,
Talia
Loki
will be
is-
visible as she goes back to the inn.
I'm not invisible.
Wait,
I'm
so
still being the lookout. Like, this is great.
Yeah,
like,
he's just being a
I'm
lookout.
I'm gonna keep being the lookout, and I hope somebody realizes that I'm fucking out there
Yeah.
just waiting still.
Me too.
So yeah, that's what I'm gonna be doing. To
See
keep
us,
looking
like,
out,
from
make
where he
sure
is?
nothing sees them breaking.
Yeah, Loki,
Alright.
roll a perception check for me.
Hold on, I gotta pop up that thing.
Yeah, you got it, man.
I had it written down. You're going to find Talia. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
thought he was.
Talia would have had to walk around the hill like this. Right? She would have
Yeah.
walked back around the bathhouse, right?
Right.
So 7.
Lovely.
It's pretty clear, Loki. Aside from the storm and the rain and the bugs, which are kind of non-existent because of the rain, but it's pretty peaceful for the most part here. Aside from the information you have, there is something though. You
Oh.
notice a lot of footsteps kind of off. Here, I'll just ping the map for you. Near the town green over here, there's a lot of footsteps, scuffle marks. But I mean, that's kind of what caught your focus as you were just standing here. You just kind of noticed in the moonlight that, in between the passing clouds moving above you, that there's like a lot of footprints in the mud over here.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I am on guard duty, so I'm gonna try not to get distracted by just boots there. So I'm gonna keep
Yeah.
watching,
Okay,
making sure nothing comes after them.
sure.
Poor little goat guy.
Okay.
Hey.
What,
never mind.
So yeah, I'm being
Nothing,
I'm being a good lookout. So
You are being a good lookout. Don't worry, man. I'll
Where
rescue you if
is
something. We don't. All right.
Would he have seen what was going on at the town hall? Because I assume the
No.
guards would probably have like torches or something.
No, it's really far from where he is.
Yeah, I thought. I don't remember him being asked to be a lookout, so I'm just sitting here so confused.
Right.
I thought he was
Let
on
me,
his way back from the second time I sent him after our talk.
But let me
yes,
check
and
my.
when I got there and told them that they had to go back, they basically told me that they had to go get his stuff.
Right.
But
and
that was
I
the
thought I
first
sent
time
you to
I
go
sent
get
you back,
Talia.
right? And then he sent you back
No,
to
no,
me,
no, no,
and
no,
I
no,
sent
no.
you back again.
Yeah, Tally went to look for Artok. Actually, yeah, that's what I have written in my notes here.
That was the third one.
Mm-hmm.
So I got sent back, and basically they told me to be a lookout while they did their
Oh,
little.
I must have missed
Yeah.
that
Sure
somehow.
think he would have been keeping an eye on the
Mhm,
town
he's right.
hall then?
Ew.
No, that's what I have in my notes too.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So
so Loki, you can actually
that's why I'm kind of like sitting right there. I was supposed to make sure that no guards or anything were coming, and then I was going
Yeah.
to message Artuk if that did happen.
Oh, right, right,
yeah,
right.
yeah. Yeah, and
Because
So
I got
he was
sent
watching
to him.
the town hall.
I got sent to go get Artok, and then Artok basically said I can't leave until I get the thing. So then I went back to Talia
Right,
and told her that he can't come back. And then she said, well, you need to go get him right now. And I was like, oh, shit, okay. Because Shiny Rock. So I went back, I told Artok again, and they're like, look, we can't leave without my stuff. And I was like, well, okay, well, you guys go and steal it, and I'll be the lookout.
From behind the house.
In
You
case.
picked a great place to be a lookout, dude.
In the woods.
I never said I was a good lookout. I just said I'd be the lookout.
We will have words about this.
Well, I'll let you, feel free to send a message or anything like that, Loki.
I mean, if I see something funny, I will. Since I rolled a 7, I'm assuming I saw
Quiet for a
nothing
while.
amiss.
You really didn't. Yeah, it's just kind of rainy and crappy.
So, again, I'm still,
Yeah.
I'm still looking.
Okay.
So,
All right.
yeah, I suppose you can pass on then.
Yeah, we'll come back to you, and do some fun stuff. I'm sorry.
It's fine. I'm a satyr up a tree, doing my job.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and go to the inn here. I was gonna go to Lyric and Sato, but since they're long resting, yes.
I believe so.
Yeah, I believe you guys both are kind of.
Sato is. I'm drinking tea and getting.
Yeah, yeah. The hermit is asleep in the corner. We're gonna go ahead and go to the inn.
I have a feeling there will be discussions about what the word lookout means for both Azel and Loki.
Whoopsie. Well, those guys aren't supposed to be there.
I'm for maintenance.
A lot of
Meow.
cats.
Meow.
Oh my god, there's 2 of them. This is getting out of hand.
What do you mean 2? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
No,
I know, I meant 2 of
two
you.
Hazels.
Where?
And then I made a Star Wars joke and no one got it, but that's fine. That's fine.
Oh, would you say?
I said there's 2 of them now. This is getting out of hand. And
Yeah, it's true.
then no one chuckled, and I was like, oh.
Oh.
Not sure what we're talking about. 2 of what? I only see one Azel.
Cats.
No, there were 2 Azels apparently.
Yeah, that's too many Azels.
I wasn't looking. I missed it. I'm sorry, Loki.
Sorry,
gonna-
guys. One
I'm
second.
gonna go cry in my
Just
tree
wait until
alone.
I learn duplicity, guys.
Oh dear. That's a frightening
I thought
concept.
you were gonna get a bear.
He has so many things he wants to do. He has ADHD
Honestly.
goals.
Honestly, pretty much, actually. Like, I could learn polymorph and turn myself into a bear.
There you go. Sorry about that.
Now I get it, Loki.
There will be bears.
Is that
All right.
like is that the new band sequel to There Will Be Giants?
ADD, focus.
Okay.
Oh, Zasira's downstairs. Zasira
Yeah,
has
I forgot to put her
disappeared.
on the map. Yeah.
Oh,
All right.
there she is. Okay.
So. There's so much I have to click on. All right. Everybody hears the end? Yes? Yep.
Yes.
All right, good.
Yes.
All right, perfect. Okay. Azel, Artok, and Trix walk into
The bar.
the inn.
Sounds like the opening of a joke.
That's
Uh,
awesome.
And they asked the bartender.
Hey, Azel, Trix, and Artok walk into a pub. Anyway, the floor is yours, my friends.
Well, as soon as I'm in the bar, I'm gonna de-invisible myself.
All right.
Then I'm probably gonna go walk over to Zasira now that she's up and I see her.
Yeah. Sure. So I won't play the meows like all night because I'm sure that's annoying.
Do some, please. It makes me happy.
You should have me roll a dexterity check to see whether or not I step on one.
No.
No, to see whether or not one trips him.
Meow.
Down around all the cats and conjure up a little, what's it called? Little not cat of nine tails. The little, what's the little thing they chase around with like the little feather on the end of it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, the
Mouse
feather
toy?
toy.
Yeah, feather toy. And I'm just like playing with them a little bit.
Nice.
And then
Perfect.
after,
And they're
like,
playing with you.
minute,
They're like batting it around and like batting at each other.
And then after a couple minutes, I'll walk to the bar.
Yeah. And there are purrs heard all around the bar everywhere. Just purrs, very soothing.
Trix is kind of twitchy
It is
because
almost
stress, almost got caught, all
Yeah.
that. So the purrs are helping to mellow her out a little bit.
Yeah.
She's going to walk up to Artok and tell him about the conversation she overheard. What exactly did I hear? Rig's ADDA brain did not want to fully register it.
Conversation that you heard between the guards?
Yes. What were like the high points of that? Something about giving the party too much?
Yeah, so
something?
The guards were basically just they were fighting over one guard was fighting the other one, having an argument over the strength of the alcohol that they gave the other rookie guard. Got him all messed up. It was supposed to be an easy night for him, and it wasn't. And then all hell broke loose on top of it. So they're arguing with one another, and it sounded to you like Harbin was basically getting ready to really lay into those two for everything.
Is that guy still passed out?
Yeah.
Under a tree.
He'll wake up pretty funny actually, but yeah, they don't even
They didn't
know where he
notice
is.
him as they were coming back to the tunnel.
Yeah, they don't know where he is.
Definitely mentioned to Artok then that the dude who was walking off with what could have been his cloak came back empty-handed.
I'll just pat her on the shoulder and thank her for at least trying. So let's get you something for your nerves. I'll go over to the bar with Toblin, or
Yeah.
you just.
Yeah, sorry, I meant to have him walking out of this. I just had him in the wrong spot, so I'll have him walking
Okay.
out of here. He comes out and he sees you all, and he says, he says, friends. He says, welcome back. Says, I have to talk to you, actually, about something. If you have a moment.
Which is gonna get kind of like this wide-eyed stare, because that is never a good phrase to hear.
Oh, it's fine. Get out of here. It's fine. I just, a couple of things I just have to talk to you about. No big deal. It's pretty late. Do you guys want a nice evening kicker? Kind of.
I just clap my hands together. Yes, please.
All right. I love it.
me.
Here, we're gonna go
Three,
do that.
three,
for you.
please.
Yeah,
Two
three
for me.
coming right up. Do you want one, Zasira? And she looks at him and kind of gives him a nod. Okay, we got it. He comes over. Get out of the. Puts the cat on the bar. Goes over to the. I put all of them on the token layer, so it's hilarious. So every time I want to move by them, I've got to move cats. It's great.
That just
Sit
makes
down
it
and I'm
more
just petting
realistic.
It's
Cat on the
great.
bar.
Yeah, it's
moving out of the
hilarious.
way. That is fucking realistic.
So he goes to the cabinet, goes to the same cabinet, pulls a key out of his pocket, unlocks it, kind of goes to the middle shelf. There's like a greenish bottle with nice little gold accents on the top near the cork. Pops the cork. You can hear it pops off real nicely. You can instantly smell an aroma starts to fill the bar here of nice, sweet grapes. All around the bar, and then instantly you get a whiff of strawberry, really dominant, sweet strawberry, and then there's like watermelon you can smell, and then there's like other various very sweet fruits that you can smell. You get like banana in there, and like it just lofts around the entire inn, and it smells very welcoming. As Toblin puts a glass down in front of all of you with about half full.
Banana wine? Did you just say?
Banana wine. Oh my.
Strawberry wine.
No.
He says, He says, "Here, to the future," and kind of raises his glass to everyone and takes a big sip. He goes, "Ah, man, that stuff's, still strong. That's from the south. You see that? That there is from the real far south."
Bittersweet.
Noticing how shit-faced Lyric has gotten the past couple of days, I'm gonna very suspiciously eye the drink and sniff it.
Oh, no, friend. It's not what you think. That stuff, a little different. This is just like a nice evening. You know, you just got done slaying monsters all day. You come back here and have a nice big drink. Nice good drink. Nice and relaxed.
Alright, and then I'm gonna down the whole thing.
Alright. Is everybody down their drink?
Yeah, it was already gone, but before.
And they all died.
I'm going to half sip at it first.
Usually you gotta pay
try
for
it.
stuff like Lyric Kid.
It's true. Alright, and so Toblin kind of comes over and kind of gets close and starts moving some cats out of the way here. This gets close to the little group here. He says, "Azel, if you don't mind, I'm moving a little closer there. Pull up a seat here."
Thought I was sitting on a chair, but okay. Yeah.
Yeah, nice. And as Azira kind of gets in here, petting the cat in front of her, he starts to go over. Here, hold on. Sorry. Gotta turn the cats off.
Oh, kitty purrs.
It is cute.
I like the purrs.
We'll bring them back.
It distracts too much.
You're no fun. Azel specifically is no fun. Riggs is lots of fun.
Aw. So, Toblin leans in, and he leans into to you, Artok. Comes over to you, and he says, "I don't know. You sure made a name for yourself, friend. Listen, I have something for you here. It was given to me, kind of in good faith, if you will. And I told him that you're a pretty level-headed bunch. I'm sure that I can have get a meeting between the two of you guys. If you would be so kind as to do that, I would greatly be in your debt. But in the meantime, friend, here I believe this stuff here belongs to you." And he pulls up a big box, Artok, and it has your cloak in it, and your spell book, and your focus. Basically, all of your stuff is in this box. And then he kind of puts it down. He says, "You have to forgive Harvin. You have to understand his position here. He's in a bad spot here in town. You could say he's the town master, but he's not really the town master, if you get my drift." He says, "I'll let him explain more when you talk to him. He would like to meet with you guys tomorrow, if you can, here at the inn. We'll set up a little place in the corner table over there for you, and you guys can have a conversation with him. He seemed very intent in making it worth your while. Considering, from what I understand, you caught a bed on fire? Is that true? How did you do such a thing?"
I just put up my 2 claws and just have firebolt right in between them. Yeah, it's just a little party trick. But hey, there's
got to
there's
kind
some
of
stuff
half step to the
going
side, sit on the other side of the chair.
I make it look more like a lighter versus anything else.
But they're still gonna be. It's not like a bolt for the door, but it's like, hey, I'm just gonna be over here now.
Seeing her a little uncomfortable, I just kind of flick it away, put it out. Just apologize.
Yeah. Oh, accidents happen, my friend. Look, between you and me, he could be quite a touchy guy. And apparently he doesn't like the touches too much.
That's for sure.
Yeah, you have the floor.
Hold on, 1 sec. Sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Curious if he has anything to say about the fact that, I mentioned this package, but then we went to the town hall apparently for no reason whatsoever.
It's kind of are you saying that?
No, but that's like my thought process. I'm wondering if you're going to say anything about that. Like that's kind of going on in the back of her head.
I'm just gonna look at you and Hazel and just kind of like back and forth at you a little bit and be like, I mean, come on, like, would you have given it back to me if I had set a bed on fire?
I mean, personally, probably not. I mean, let's be fair. I mean, you know, here's the thing. I feel like
that door, right? He's never gonna find out that we were in there.
I mean, yeah. Wait.
You locked that door, right? Did I look at Trix?
Toblin just remains quiet.
I was kind of in a rush. I closed the doors. I did what I could, but I don't think I got the lock on the door.
Oh wait. You're telling me? And Toblin just like looks over at you, Trix. Looks over at you.
I'm not telling you anything.
I'm gonna interrupt before he says anything, and I'm gonna say, "Yo, Toblin,
gets a cloth, starts to wipe down. I have no idea what you're talking about. What would you like? What would you like to eat there?
Just give me some food before I start to cook.
Sure. So eggs, bacon, sausage, it is. And he goes to the back. Tobin likes his breakfast.
Toblin has good taste.
It's 2 in the frickin' morning, and
he does. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's technically breakfast time.
We're at Denny's right now. It's all right.
That's hilarious.
Denny's at 2 in the morning is dangerous.
I mean, I spent a lot of time at Denny's at 2 in the morning years and years ago.
Oh yeah, so have I.
Okay. Toblin comes back out. He has lots and lots of a couple of plates. Get at the couple of plates. I put some down in front of you, and Zasira, and Trix and Artok. Same meal everybody's used to. Just tastes fantastic.
I'll speak up and I'll say to Toblin, you know, I could cook a couple of those to get them out of the way if you want.
He looks at you with a straight face,
daggers at you,
and looks over at the cats and looks back at you and goes, starts laughing.
I was in the woods. I had to eat something. They got caught in my traps on occasion. I cooked it.
Kitties are not food.
They are when you're surviving in the woods.
Not without proper seasoning, they're not.
So he leans into you, Artok. Toblin leans into you.
Artok is also getting the side
Not without proper seasoning. He leans into you, Artok, and he says,
a little soy sauce.
Gets close. Says, so, are you going to talk to Harbin then, or?
I just kind of look at Toblin and I say, well, that depends. Obviously there's some outstanding business that needs to be addressed, but at the same time we have other pressing concerns, as in half our party's not here. There's a big ass hole full of undead. So
yeah, that
best answer would be
Rex is going to take this opportunity to voice the thought of, I hope Talia and Loki are okay.
I just look at her like, oh shit, Loki. And then I just like put my hood up and I turn around. I'm like, I'll be right back. I just start walking out the door.
Welcome, Loki.
Because you have your stuff now. Do you want your other token?
Yeah, that'd be great.
Aw, no more orange.
The goodbye to the orange Artok.
Nice. So do you just kind of go out and send a message to Loki then?
Well, I just kind of start going in the direction and try and do message like, where are you? Until it connects. Just pointing in random directions because I kind of know a general area of where he is, but
I love it. Yeah, Loki, you can go ahead and respond.
You can switch the map up.
Yeah, I'm good.
Looking at the inn.
Yeah, my bad. I'm sorry. Let me just grab Artok, put him on the map, and then switch the map. I'm sure I'll get faster at this one day.
You take your time. Jamie is
there. We go, liar.
They need to have like scenes you can switch between.
Well, that is the way it's set up to do. It's just that I do everything the hard way, so I have to just. It's okay. I just have to do it the right way one of these days. So spend the time and do it.
Where would I be in the course of my walk at this point of their conversation?
You would be walking back, probably. Maybe I would even say maybe about around here, Talia.
Okay.
So you might even be able to intersect Artok if you'd like on the way out.
Yeah, fucking perfect.
Yeah, we'll let you do that. Go ahead and go ahead and you see him. I'd say with your perception, your passive perception, Talia, you see Artok as he begins to walk out of the thing here. You guys can go ahead and interact.
I guess I'm
I
gonna
see you're coming.
Noticeably with all his stuff back on.
I'm gonna walk up to him and be like, "What are you doing?
Looking for Loki.
Where? What do you
I
mean looking?"
Thought he was
for
with
Loki?
you.
No, I
Well.
sent him back to you. To get
And then I
you.
sent him back. And then I sent him back to you.
And I sent him back again
Why?
because I needed you to translate. It doesn't matter. Let's find him. Where is he?
That's a good question. I'm just like kind of pointing in like a direction. I start walking like 5 feet this way. Doesn't work. I start going to like the other way a little bit. Nope,
See-
not this way.
So you
Slowly
come
meandering
across
my way.
a skeleton
Marco
of a
Polo.
satyr kind of leaned up against
Oh,
a
no.
log with a note
Oh god.
attached to it. I'm just kidding.
He was.
Jesus.
I just looked at,
Oh my
looked at the
God.
skeleton. He was so old.
Oh god.
He was so old.
He saw too
Marco
much.
Polo.
Right amount of
Polo.
time.
Where did you see him last?
Well, there was a drunk guy that I was trying to see if I could get a key off of, but I got these sweet dice. And then I saved his life, so it's okay. It's not stealing. It's payment.
That's whatever. Loki.
Loki,
Loki.
where are you?
Loki.
Just going around town saying,
Loki. And I'm trying
Loki.
to shoot messages.
Yeah, you actually hear them. Yeah, you can hear them. Yep.
I'm gonna message Artok like, I haven't seen anybody go towards the town master hall yet. Did you get your stuff?
Boy, I just like in a really sarcastic reply back, like, "No shit, you didn't see anybody." But I got my stuff back. Let's go back to the inn.
Wait, we need to go to Talia. She needs us.
He's right here.
What?
I'm not even using message anymore. I'm just like,
Oh.
He rolled
Looking into a
low on
tree.
perception. He wouldn't have seen Talia with him.
she's right here. Let's go.
Loki.
What?
Loki, get down
Sorry,
here.
I can't hear you.
Climb
What
out of the
was
tree
that?
and
In a-
hopefully
is
not
he in a
fall as
tree?
I'm coming down.
I was like, totally didn't even think he was in the tree. I'm just like talking at a bush. And he's up.
I'm gonna jump out of the bush
That makes it better.
and walk towards him. Like, what are you doing here? I thought you were up there.
You realize
Oh.
you've been gone for like half an hour, right?
I was waiting on him to get his stuff back.
Well, I think he
Well-
very clearly has his stuff back now.
Well, I was hoping you'd be able to see for lookout rather than us getting ambushed like we did.
I
Got
like that we're
ambushed?
completely skirting around, forgetting.
Yeah,
Loki.
we were. Just kind of look at Talia, just be like, yeah, well, when we got into the town master's hall, we had to get out quick because someone here didn't really let us know they were coming.
I didn't see anybody.
From your tree,
I just
how
kinda
could you
like-
have?
Big sigh and just be like, yeah, I very clearly know that now.
Let's,
Disappointment.
But I just like pat him on the shoulder and like, okay, it's all right. I'm not mad.
it's wet out here.
Just
Go inside.
disappointed.
I'm wet.
I'm just so tired.
Excuse me, Keka. You were supposed to move. It's the token. There we go. Come on, Loki.
We walk back. I'm just gonna mumble under my breath, like, I really didn't see anybody. Just a bunch of footsteps next to the lake over there.
Did I hear
you say
that? Did I hear you
footsteps?
say that?
Yeah, looked like there was a commotion over there. The lake where you know that lake where you used to like to go at night?
Yeah, I'm
I don't
definitely
think
not
she likes
checking
to
that
go
out
there
right now.
anymore. I don't think she likes to go there anymore.
Because you're not
Yeah.
wrong. Go
Well,
check it out in the daylight.
On the other side of it, where there's another bank, it looked like there was a whole bunch of footprints and stuff. I didn't really check it out because I was keeping watch.
Right, sure you were, buddy.
Our poor little goat guy.
I am soaking wet and disappointed and sad, so I'm going to go towards the fire.
Nice. Yeah, the fire is very welcoming. It's
Why? Okay. I guess I'll go back up to the bar.
I'm
oh, I
gonna
moved you. Sorry.
sit on the floor by the fire. So that I can get
Yeah.
dry.
Yeah. So you're all back in. Loki, you're by the fire, nice and warm, crackling beside you. All the cats everywhere.
So, what happened? Did you figure out what was on the stone?
Shouldn't Artok be over there at the fire, or did he go back to the bar?
I went to the bar, where I'm supposed to be. At all times.
No, not exactly. But I think there's some things we have to do before we can open the door.
The undead? What about them? Why aren't we watching them anymore?
They can't get out. If we can't get in, they definitely can't get out.
That's reassuring.
For now. At least it means the town is safe. Can't promise it'll stay that way, but we should at the very least have time to bring back their missing rock seeker.
Oh yeah, I saw a sign up for his rescue. I really hope he's alright. We've wasted a lot of time here.
Not intentionally,
True.
but we definitely make it a priority. I'm concerned.
He's missing like 6 fingers by now.
Ghost of Sato!
His name is Reek, I think.
He is probably though.
Although I wonder at this point how many of those were actually fingers.
Oh Lord have
Yeah.
mercy.
Again, I think his name is Reek. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Reeks!
Someone's getting ready for this weekend.
Oh, I'm so ready, man. I'm such a fanboy.
No,
I can't even help it.
Bad ADHD tangent. No.
I know. You're right. You're
That's
right.
hilarious.
Ah, I
It was
know.
a GOT reference. I didn't even get it.
That's because you're a
Go
bad
House
nerd.
Hightower.
Anyway,
Oh
Sorry.
God.
Anywho,
All right.
To
all
the
right.
game.
I think we
stay
might
on
need him.
target.
I think we may need
Yeah.
him for something, knowledge that he has or something, in order to access those tunnels. It would have been too much for us anyway. I don't know what I was thinking.
That's true. And then to make things worse, we also got this sickness that we still haven't identified. Don't know if it's a risk or not.
I think Derek and Sato, didn't they say they were off to go and find some sort of cure for it?
Yes, Lyric and Sato, you don't see a problem with that?
I trust
Wow.
I trust them. They'll be back. She promised they'd be back in the morning. They'll be here.
Alright.
They'll be here.
There's Hazel. Hey, how you feeling? Got out of your room somehow?
I'm gonna tiptoe past the cats.
Meow, meow.
I'm gonna say, yeah, actually, I'm feeling a lot better. I helped Artok and Lyric out a little bit. Not Lyric, Trix, sorry. I drank too much of that wine.
Oh God.
I helped them out trying to get Artok's stuff back, but apparently it was here all along. Talia, what are you doing back?
Well, the undead can't get out, at least for now. So I didn't see any point in sitting out there in the rain and the dark.
Well, that's good to hear at least.
Well, like I said, for now. What we should be focusing on is getting some rest, especially you. And then hunting down Rockseeker. Lyric and Sato are back.
I mean, I feel fine, although I could sleep. It's like 2 in the morning.
Bed.
but-
So I'm gonna actually set Kit down on the note. That's both of us. Set Kit down by the fire to dry off. Go where I tell you, Kit. And I'm gonna start pushing Basil towards the steps.
Yeah.
Bed. I'm momming.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa,
Bed.
what?
Bed.
Whoa. What? Why? Why?
I'm momming you. Bed.
Nice.
No.
Bed. Go.
Zasira
Mark,
starts
Mom is-
laughing. She
I've
just
never
starts
had a
laughing at you
mother
guys.
before.
Bed.
Yes,
Oh,
mommy.
oh no.
No.
See, that's
No.
when she hears, do I hear Cicera laughing?
Yes.
She's gonna turn around and storm over to her and be like, "You two, bed."
I just spent
What?
the better. Perhaps you're right. Tomorrow is a new day. A new day.
Yes.
She
bed.
starts.
I'm gonna try to.
Good evening,
Both
everybody.
upstairs.
I'm
Oh,
gonna
God.
try to. I'll
Yeah.
roll a stealth check if I need to. I'm gonna try to stealth past as she's dealing with Cicera
Bed.
and go back to the bar.
Bed. Bed.
Fine.
Bed.
But
She's
my
gonna take
food.
Lyric's bed again.
My food. My
I'll-
food.
I'll have it brought up to you. Bed.
Okay.
Bed.
All right. All
Bed.
right. All right.
Mom
Yeah, and Toblin,
energy activate.
Toblin
You know
looks
I'm
around the bar
way
and
older than you, right?
Bed.
Oh, fine.
Tobin looks around the bar and he says, "Hey, you're all, of course, welcome to use the downstairs here of the tavern to your will. But it might be a good time to kind of get some rest. Seems like tomorrow might be a long day." And Artok Trix, you finish up your meals here. Your very nice, big, huge meal.
So now that we've figured this out, Riggs, as I go into my room,
Yep.
I'm going to use my mending cantrip to fix the door.
Sure. So you're just gonna do it little by little.
Yeah, basically over time.
Nice.
If I can't get to it all tonight, I'll do it in the morning.
Yeah, no, I like it actually. And we'll go ahead and say for the sake of it that you earn like a third progress on the door.
Cool.
Nice.
Sounds
Cool.
I'm gonna retrieve Keket and start up the stairs, but I'm gonna stop right here and be like, "Trix, bed."
great.
She's just gonna
Yeah.
have frown and look at you like.
Yeah, there are like railings on the steps. You can kind of see down
Yeah.
as you go up. Yeah.
No, kind of just this look of like, are tucks right there? Look,
Bed.
Railings. They look exactly like railroad tracks.
This look of why are you talking to just me?
Because
Kind
you
of.
What
are
did I do?
You are the child. Bed.
Also, just like look at her to the left. She's like, she knows she couldn't get me away from this bar if she tried.
It's awesome.
As I pointed to Toblin, like, another, please.
Yeah, of course. He goes ahead and gets the same and pours it in, pours himself some. Friend, Loki, would you like a glass?
Keket. Bed. Keket.
I'm going to
Kinda
cautiously
yells over.
move past the cats.
Say like, yeah, he does.
Okay, yeah. He kind of grabs a glass and heads over to Loki. And your friend said you wanted this.
Yeah.
Give a glass.
Dogs following.
He says, "Don't worry. This isn't the hard stuff. This is the end of the night feel good stuff." He hands it to you.
Appreciate it.
Goes back over. Holds his glass up to you both and takes it in. So, what are we doing tonight for the long rest situation, everybody?
I was going to have a quick conversation with Loki and then head
Yep.
up to bed.
Okay.
Like in the next 5 IRL minutes.
Yeah. Sure. Go for it.
She's just gonna kind of walk up and kind of, like scratch the back of the head. So I think the ring thing happened, so, I'll be okay by myself, but maybe leave your door cracked just in case?
Definitely. Don't worry about it. I'll leave it cracked open for you.
And then
Kind of
she's
look
just
between them both, like, remembering that they also slept in the same room the other night, and like, okay.
Are you going to say anything?
No. Just like,
Do
consenting
you have an
adults and all that.
expression on your face or anything?
No. Just kind of just observing.
He's a dragon. Would you notice any expression if there was one?
That's fucking racist.
To be fair, Trix is
Oh,
actually
Love Volume
19, but she could look as young as 16, depending on the person. So, concern would be an understandable reaction.
My understanding, the Woodlands are like the Alabama of
Oh
this
lord.
universe.
Lord.
Oh god.
hoof 3, hoofing it.
Yee! We found ourselves a little gator in these woods. I'm sorry.
Sweet Jeebus.
I just whispered to Trix, careful of hoof and mouth disease.
Oh,
God.
What?
And walk upstairs.
Jesus.
I just gotta kind of look at Loki like, the hell was that about?
Little mad cow.
I'm just gonna shrug like, I don't know.
That's funny.
I am gonna pull out the ring and just kind of hold it up. It's like, I'm kind of torn on what to do with this now that I know where it came from and what fuels it. Like, is it okay to use it? Is it wrong?
It's an artifact. It's a tool, like any other. It's how you use it. You could use a hammer to crush a man's skull, or you can use a hammer to make a shovel or a mining pick.
Who makes a shovel with a
Do you
hammer?
mean out of character? Do you mean a house?
A wagon.
I don't know where I was going with that analogy.
I
this
like
drink
the
is-
hammer
this drink-
with the shovel.
This drink is getting to me. The point I'm trying to make, Trix, is if you use it for evil, it will be evil. If you use it for good, it will be good.
Do you think that that as long as I tried to be good, that'll be okay with the pixies who helped make it?
I suppose if you try to do what's right.
You just gotta kind of sigh and nod, and then head upstairs to her room,
Okay.
heading the kitties on the way.
Yeah, and they're very happy for you to have your attention. A couple of them start to follow you up.
Which she is perfectly fine with.
Yeah, the orange one seems to have taken a liking to you.
Yeah, I wonder why the orange.
Funny if it goes up with her and sleeps with her.
I like the kitties.
There you
But
go,
then,
Loki.
I will say, if it's okay for you to go ahead and add one last thing. Once she gets back
Yeah.
to her room, she kind of takes a deep sigh, deep breath, and then makes sleep powder for the first time in several days and several IRL months.
Oh, you're gonna make sleeping powder. Okay, okay.
Uh-oh.
I was
And
wondering
pray-
when you were gonna
and
do
Pray
this.
that nothing goes wrong.
All right.
Like, the door is at least cracked open in case I need to scream for help or something weird happens.
Use it for good. Not the
All
greater
right,
good,
Trix.
but good.
So, Trix, roll
Oh no.
a 1d20 for me, please.
Why do I have?
You're like, wait, I haven't done this one before. I know you haven't.
Oh dear.
So roll a
What
1d20
did you
for me.
change?
18.
Hey!
That's really good. All right, 18. Let me look at my thing here.
I don't like that you have a thing.
That's what
Okay.
she said.
Yeah. So, Trix, you sit down on the bed, kind of crisscross applesauce. Little orange, kind of tabby, fluffy tabby, sits down kind of next to you, off to your right. Just sitting there, content. Starts flipping around, rolling around. It seems to be at home here. You take 2 vials out. You're pretty used to the process by now. You wave your hand over the left a vial, and there's kind of a purple mist that forms inside of the bottle. You wave your hand over the left bottle, and kind of a green mist forms. And there's kind of a conjunction in the middle where they kind of, the bottles, the mist kind of starts to slowly creep up the vial and out and into kind of a central little potion vial that you have there, and as they combine and they kind of gather into that third bottle, they materialize into kind of a dust that you can see here. You have gained a sleeping powder, Trix.
Okay. And then she's gonna kind of give the ring kind of like a leery eye of like, you better behave, and then cautiously put the necklace back on her neck where it usually lives.
Okay. So, Trix, you feel tired. You feel worn down, considering the experience that you went through, that you still don't know entirely what happened to you yet. As all of you, as the same applies to every one of you, you're still very much so in the dark about what happened to you entirely when you were imprisoned. We will get to, I promise. But Trix, as you begin to,
Eventually.
yeah, as you begin to doze off, and the kind of your newfound friend, kitty friend, kind of snuggles up.
We'll say I kind
against
of
your
like
hooves there.
stripped, hung stuff up,
Yeah.
etc., bed motion
Gotcha.
things.
Yeah. You start to fade, Trix, into that land between physical and dream. You know, where you're kind of wavy thought patterns, thinking about the experiences of the day, and a couple little things slip in. Help! Help him! He's in the other room! Help him! The fire is too hot! Help!
Oh shit.
It isn't enough to pull you into another vision, Trix, just yet, but you remember. You remember it. Your memory is starting to rebuild itself, and you can tell that it's only a matter of time before you feel like you can remember more of what happened as you begin to slowly fade off into sleep. Is everybody else sleeping here? Who is not sleeping? I guess I should ask.
Loki's
Loki's
and
at the
our
bar.
talk need to settle in for the
Yeah.
night.
For sure. So you two can choose to kind of pull an all-nighter and drink if you'd like.
I went upstairs
Or-
to bed.
Oh, nice, perfect. Okay, Loki, what do you plan on doing this evening?
Well, I did want to go to bed, but I wanted everybody to leave
Yeah.
the room so I could get a little one-on-one with Toblin and ask
Yeah.
him how exactly he did that thing that he did.
Yeah. Oh, this is perfect. Yeah. So Tobin kind of, you could see him walking around, kind of wiping up the bar one last time, kind of shooing cats off of it. They seem to love the little streamers that he put everywhere. And as he kind of walks around the bar, he sees you. He says, "You want another one for you?"
I think I've had enough for one night.
Indeed, me too, friend. Puts the bottle away, puts it back in, closes it, locks it, puts it in his pocket. He says, "Forgive me asking. I'm not usually this personal with my patrons here, but seems like something's bothering you. If you care to talk about anything, good old friend Toblin here. Help you out."
Thank you. I appreciate that. I have a lot of questions swarming around in my head.
Yeah.
A lot of things I've seen. A lot of things that doesn't really make sense. But besides all that, I really want to know how you did that thing at the end. Like, how did you do that?
Oh, the circle. Well, it's kind of a long story. I mean, I would love to tell you about it. If you have some time, do you want me to kind of long story short it for you? Maybe we could discuss it more tomorrow. It's really up to you, friend. Whatever you'd like. I trust you all. I really feel. I feel strong about your presence here. I feel like you could really do a lot to help this place. So what would you like to know?
Well, I'm touched. I don't know what to say.
Well, you lost a horn over the ordeal. I can see. I know that really bothered you, and I hope that you find out what happened to that thing here soon.
As do I. I didn't know you thought like that about us. I really do appreciate it. I think
Yeah.
I think it's best if I turn in, because I don't want to skip any detail.
Yeah, of course, and I'll be happy to share that with you. But just a word of caution. They always say once you open those doors, it's kind of hard to unopen them. So, if I tell you, it might pique curiosities, and well, I don't want to be responsible for anything bad happening to you along your way. If you kind of get curious. So I just as long as you know that, friend, I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Appreciate that, Tolan.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Of course.
You
What's equivalent of if I tell you, I'll have to kill you.
you have a good night.
Yeah, you too.
I'll
I'm just
turn
gonna finish wiping up here.
As I walk, I'm gonna stop. Oh wait. I had
Yeah.
some packages sent to me earlier today. Have they arrived?
You did. They're right here. Actually, he goes underneath the counter here, and he pulls them up for you and gives you your. And I have them written here, Loki, somewhere, but I'm sure that you do too. So yes, they were delivered today, and here they are. And he hands them to you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
Tolan.
of course. You got it.
Yeah, take my package, or I don't know if it's all like bundled together or not in a sack or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a nice little kind of like parchment package. Like a nice like little bag kind of.
I'm gonna make my way to my room.
All right.
What's drawing on the cats?
Someone's
funny.
drawing on the cat?
It's Sato.
Who? Me? What,
Of course.
It's all right. I have to fix the map here probably next week anyway. Whenever you guys wake up.
All right,
It's been Hazel's birthday for like 3 weeks now.
It has
crazy.
A month-long birthday celebration.
Yeah, because we haven't gone through the day yet. All
So
right.
I'm just gonna put the sack down on the trunk right here and
Yeah.
leave my door cracked open and hop into bed.
Sure.
So touched that you would give me a month-long birthday.
There you go.
You truly
Yeah.
are
Cool.
my best friends. No, sorry.
Yeah. So all right, everybody goes to sleep. Everybody is enjoying a long rest. Now, for the sake of it,
Finally!
since it's about 3 a.m., what we're gonna do is.
Uh-oh.
What up with that?
All right. What we're gonna do is we're gonna cut to Sato and Lyric. We're gonna take a little break, but we're gonna come back and we're gonna cut to Sato and Lyric in the morning first, because they're gonna get up before you guys do.
Right.
You guys are gonna, if you guys want your full 8 hours, typically for your long rest, then we're gonna get you up around 11 a.m. So Sato and Lyric will get up a little before that. So if everybody's okay with that, so let's go ahead and take a break. Yeah.
Okay.
And then we'll come back with Sato and Lyric. Are we good with that?
Yeah.
Great.
All right. Perfect.
I was gonna ask just before you left if you could just
Yeah.
tell me what exactly was all in the package. I know I got the bundle of troll
What
fat.
was in it?
Yeah, you got the
purple
troll fat.
socks.
Mm-hmm. Yep, the socks. That's right. You got the socks.
I think I also had, was it rags? I think cleaning rags,
Yeah, you got cleaning rags. Yep, and I think you even got some
jars as
really
well.
really heavy alcohol from Toblin or from somebody.
I don't remember getting the alcohol.
It was like really strong cleaning stuff, and he was just like, "Hey, you
That's
want to
what it
drink this?"
was. It was
Yeah.
cleaning stuff to clean
Okay.
with.
Nice. I don't think there was anything else. Do you guys remember anything else? I'm sorry, I don't have that particular list in front of me, Loki. I'm a bad DM. I'm sorry, man.
No, that's fine because I
Um,
just needed to know exactly like what else I got. So because I was
Yeah.
basically, I was collecting some things to make a present for Trix.
Oh,
So I just wanted to see
I
how
figured
far I was
that might
going.
be part of what that was.
well, if we missed anything, Loki, then we'll just fudge it, and we'll make sure that you have, we'll have, because I'm sure that whatever you bought, we made sure we had, right? So I trust you.
Yeah.
Still
All right.
curious as to why Phandelver has all this stuff with it. It's a small-ish town.
I know, it's pretty cool, right?
I'm
So
growing very suspicious as time goes on.
I love the fact that you guys figured out last week that it was seeded, well, at least to Sato and Lyric, that it's ruins upon ruins upon ruins upon town upon town upon town. So it's like it's like an onion. Somebody said it last session best. It's like an onion. It's just layers and layers and layers of ruins and civilization
Oh,
built
I
on
said
one another.
that.
Ruins.
Yeah.
Just like ogres.
Yeah,
That's
just like Shrek. Yeah.
So corny.
So and Lyric brought up a fantastic point. If someone were to animate all of these layers of ruin, right, and corpses, right, that would be anyway just something cool to think about. She said it last session, and I was rewatching it back earlier today, and I was just like, man, that's really cool that she kind of put that into perspective that way. It was good. If you're listening, Lyric, that was good stuff.
She was muted. We cannot hear you at all.
Oh
right
no,
now.
we can't hear you, girl. You unmuted Discord, but I don't know. I think maybe your headphones. Check your headphones. Your little button.
Oh, now we're echoing, but we can't hear you.
Can't hear you. So click on your little button there. See if your button's
Hello?
pushed in. Yeah, there you go.
There we go.
I do that all the time.
My button hadn't been working, so I didn't bother to check it. So I don't know if you saw me standing up and frantically taking care of shit while ago.
Yeah, what happened? You all right?
So that entire wall is leaking.
Oh
Oh,
no.
no.
Wall is leaking.
Where is it leaking from? The very top?
Gotten really heavy rain the past couple of days.
Yeah, you guys are getting slammed right
Like
now.
the first
Oh,
time this year.
And by the way, I don't know if you caught that. That was my electricity flashing, so.
Oh
that might be a
no.
thing, too.
Well, listen, if we
So
lose you, Lyric,
my,
if we lose you, we'll scoop you up whenever we can, whether it's tomorrow or whatever.
If you lose me, I'm gonna get on my phone and at least
All right.
I'll be in Discord.
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
But because like I'm determined. Okay, I'm gonna have my good thing today. So I have that big window behind my couch, which the whole window is leaking. And then while I was pulling stuff away from the wall, I checked the floor just to make sure it wasn't coming down on the floor. And in the corner of my living room, there is water seeping out from underneath.
Oh no. So you might need to just like
So
reseal your roof.
when I stripped
I'll be
the
right back.
whole house
It's like
and
60
pulled
bucks.
all the carpet out of the floor and painted everything, there was water damage.
Mhm.
But I assumed it was old water damage because it was dry, it wasn't moldy, it wasn't rotten. I assumed it was old water damage because this trailer's from the 70s.
Yeah, for sure.
And the little old man that lived here was constantly making improvements and renovations. I just assumed it was water damage he never replaced the carpet with. Well, I just found out it was not old water damage. It hadn't had a storm big enough to cause problems. And there's like a hole in my wall where my daughter was looking at the wall and pushed and like the.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You guys
So,
live too damn far away. I wish I lived closer
you-
and help you fix that shit up.
Do you have a landlord?
Yeah, I have a landlord, but my house is
But
not
it's
in a
hers.
position for her to like come and fix it, and it's.
I could
kind of
walk you through
fine.
some stuff that you could do.
Well, I'm not staying. 'Cause
Oh yeah,
the
she's
more and
leaving
more-
in you're leaving in about like a month or two, right?
I'm moving for work, but even if I don't move for work, I'm not staying here. This is not a big enough space for me and my kid.
Yeah.
And the more and more I stay here, the more and more I find shit that's fucked up, and like.
Yeah. That's no good.
And I'm kind of like angry and frustrated because there was other places on the park I could have rented. But this is the one she offered me, and she's since rented out the other ones, and like I would have paid more money to rent out a better place.
Yeah.
The reason she rented this one to me, made me the offer she did, I thought it was because like I worked for them for almost 10 years. I thought she was, being kind. But no, she was doing it because she knew nobody else would spot. So
Oh god.
she was
Yeah, it's
she
kinda
pawned this
bullshit.
trailer. She was
I hate
pawning this
people like
trailer
that,
off
dude.
on me, and I'm
Yeah.
frustrated and tired, and there's too much work to put into this trailer. Honestly, it just needs to come down more than anything. I mean,
Sounds like a
it's not
setup for a
house,
midnight
it's
move.
It's not a house.
No
it's
shit,
a
right?
Trailer. So
Yeah.
like, well, that would be great, except for I don't have the funds to move because I took a $5 an hour pay cut for this job. So.
Oh shit.
All right, I will be right
Well.
back. I just need to grab a drink.
So that $5 an hour pay cut is eventually going to turn into a salary that's much higher than my old hourly wage. In the next month or so, when I test and get my license, I will be going up considerably. My My
I
monthly
thought you were
income
already
is double.
tested.
I haven't tested yet. I've been doing my courses, but I haven't taken my actual state licensing yet. My monthly income's about to double. So I will be able to afford better rent in a better place. The problem is I have to move before I can save up to move. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. Probably
Yeah,
about to be
it's
living in my car. It's gonna be great.
Not too great.
How long of a drive is it to Abilene?
3.5 hours.
Oh, I may be going to Abilene, apparently.
For what?
They're doing this thing for my class, the Kennedy Center Theater Association, something like that. Doles out awards and stuff like that, and there are, I think, 3 shows of ours that are up in the running to be like nominated for the awards, and also one of them to be showed at the place, and they're having it in Abilene.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and it's the first time since COVID started that it's happening. So, why is there a ring of fire around the cats? Are you actually cooking them? What's going on there?
Wait,
No.
what?
Stop
I don't
with
know
the
what you guys are
cat,
talking about.
Zato.
There's a
No
pan
one delete
around
it.
the cats.
There's a pan with a
Also,
fire.
And as far as my house goes, Sato, I don't have an actual house. I rent a
Good.
trailer. So, like,
Reading
the
one,
walls
too.
are already made out of fucking paper, so
That's brutal.
not a whole lot I can do to repair
No,
shit.
no. It's
No.
not a trailer. It's a mobile home.
It's a fucking trailer.
I
Can you
know.
tell your landlord that you're going to be late for the rent for a couple of months?
There's a reason you pay last month's rent, right? So.
Because if she lets you be
Already
late for
kind
a
of
couple of
rich.
months, then you just tell her that you'll pay her in a couple of months for all your back pay, and then you do a
Already did
midnight
that.
move.
Chris just said my hermit voice will be me when I'm 80.
Probably.
But,
Sounds about right.
That's funny.
I don't know.
But I come back
Yeah,
to
it's for the rub.
Not to get too into your sex life, Reeks, but you should totally bring that out when you're having sex with her.
that. She would laugh, actually.
Bring out Frankie in the middle of.
No shit.
Hey, I hear you like the.
That's a good way to dry a pussy up. I'm just saying.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Sorry,
Make sure you
Loki.
got your.
I'm honestly not that happy about it either. I've just known Jay for a lot longer, so I've had to build up some amount of tolerance or die.
Hey, I'm not the one to say use crazy
Oh,
voices
Lyric,
during
you're awesome,
sex,
dude.
okay?
Ree, you just missed it. You missed it, Ree.
Shouldn't
she
have
can't
headphones
hear
in,
us
she
yet.
can't hear.
You missed us, Ree. You missed it.
Hang on, she's getting situated. You're patient.
You
There it
missed
is.
it, Ree. You missed it. You missed it.
First off, look at the lobby of the
Can't hear you,
inn.
hun.
I heard some things that. Why are you cooking the cats?
I think that was a DM.
Okay, is everybody back
What
yet?
I do?
There's a frying pan.
I'm gonna unplug my headphones so that I can
Jesus.
hear. I will be back. I'm gonna go get food because I actually haven't eaten yet. So
And Jamie.
Take your
fuck
meds.
you.
Fucking
we're-
say no.
Fuck
Well,
you too.
I remember that we're coming back to you, so try to be quick.
Yeah, we are. We're gonna be back to you and say
Guys, you see that fucking door right there? I'm going right next to that door right there. I'm literally going 3 feet away. I'll be back.
I'm just saying, keep that in mind. But the other thing you missed, Ree, is apparently, I think it was it Jamie who said it? That, no, you need to go back to the inn so that when she comes back from the break, she can show the kitties being cooked.
I saw the kitties being cooked.
No, to the stream.
We'll see it when he goes
Oh,
back to
there
the
you
inn
go.
later.
Alright.
Yeah, it won't be deleted.
It'll be there.
But somebody said that first off, Riggs' hermit voice is a preview of what he'll be when he's 80.
Oh,
I
I
believe
know.
that was
Alex
Christine who said
told
that.
me that he told Riggs to use it in the bedroom.
Yeah.
Yep. And then somebody said, do the made you look voice.
That would be very... No.
Made you come. Oh, sorry.
Oh my god.
No! Bad! Bad Bart!
You close?
No!
You close?
Are
Are
you
you
close?
close?
Are you close?
Are you close?
Children!
Y'all don't get why that's funny. Onk might
No,
get why
That's
that's
South
funny.
Park.
No, it's
That's
not
not
I know
South
what
Park.
South...
It's
That's
Markiplier.
Oh, yeah.
He was kneading dough. And he started punching it, and he said, "Are you close?
close."
Are you close?"
And it just became a
That's
thing.
right. Were they making pizza or something?
I think it was pies, actually, was that episode. I think the episode was pies.
And it just became a thing, and he kept saying it.
All right, is everybody back?
Yeah, Jay's off doing shit.
Oh, she's
eating
back.
food. But
You
yeah,
can hear
she's
us,
back.
she's
She
just
is-
not
she is-
at the computer.
She can hear us.
She is fixing nom-noms.
Amy, it's your turn to talk.
One sec here.
There she is.
There she is.
Yeah.
Okay, but you're gonna have to deal with me yelling.
Hey.
Turn her up.
You know, I take note of what volume she was at and then turn her up maybe 25%.
No, it said make you come, and I fucking died happy.
I heard that.
You were supposed to.
Y'all need Jesus.
I have him.
Why did he need an orgasm
enough.
too?
Fries.
I don't want it.
Say,
Wait. No. Mine's better. Fries.
That one needs a thunderclap.
When I asked for gardener recommendations, I didn't actually mean your gardener.
You think I can afford a gardener? That's cute.
I just said you keep talking about this Jesus guy. This. I mean, it's kind of racist
Jesus.
to call him Jesus and not Jesus,
Instead of
but
Jesus,
you know.
right?
I'm white. I'm always racist.
wow.
Not my fault.
For the
It's my
people
cultural
watching the
heritage
stream,
at this point.
My
If
bad.
you couldn't tell, Ree is half Mexican, so it is okay for her to make those jokes.
Oh no,
All right.
I get to make brown people jokes. You back off.
I'm saying no. I'm saying you're definitely of the people here that I know of. You're definitely the closest to being allowed, but I don't know that being of a race makes it okay for you to joke about that race. That's kind of an iffy thing, but that's neither here nor there.
I don't care if you're
Everything
half
to say,
Mexican.
I don't care if you're half Mexican,
I
you're
am
white.
not. Double middle fingers to you, ma'am.
Also, your stream is frozen. You okay? Okay, good.
Damn coconut.
I am not a coconut. Honk is a coconut.
I love you.
I'm too
Oh,
pale.
God.
You're the inside of the coconut. DeQuincy is the outside of the.
Ankh isn't a coconut. She's a literal fucking cream puff. White all over.
Okay, back to D&D.
Should have been all the way for white and dry.
Pokemon.
White and dry.
Dry humor. Dry humor. It sounded grosser than I intended it, and I'm sorry.
That was intentional. We know it.
No. You'll never get me to admit that.
I'm just gonna start calling your husband Coconut Skin from now
Ooh.
because he's the outside of the coconut.
Technically, isn't it a little backwards to call him the outside and me the inside?
Oh no! Wait. No.
Unc made a sex joke. I'm proud of you.
Honey,
An almond joy.
Wait.
An almond
Wait. That's not right. That's not right because the chocolate goes on the inside.
That's what Ankh said. I'm gonna give props to Ankh because I'm really
It
proud of you.
still tracks when you think about it.
It's more of a problem with your logic.
Still gonna call him.
Whatever makes you sleep at night, it was funny.
No, you're a yellow Reese's Pieces.
Can we go back to D&D now?
Yes, please.
Here I
Well,
go.
we're
Also,
going
sorry.
back.
Guys, all ready?
I'm giving
Yep.
Riggs
Yeah,
the
I'm here.
walking stick.
Okay.
All right.
I want sausage.
What about
Good now.
sausage?
So,
Waffles!
Oh.
Waffles
think
and
the whole
sausage,
table-
waffles
yeah.
and sausage and dungeon.
Boogers and cum. Okay.
What?
Forget to plug your headset back in. All right, readjusting your volume.
These are gross. Boogers and cum.
Booger.
Boogers and cum. Boogers and cum. It's what they give all the
Someone
Yelp
farted
reviewers
in
when
your
they come into the
salad.
restaurant.
Boogers and cum. But your decor critiques are valid.
Please no more.
Back.
Please.
Apparently, you needed to give us all Adderall before we started tonight.
It is
I
South.
apologize.
It is South Park night. That is South Park. Okay. Back to D&D.
Yeah.
Have to
Please.
beat y'all back on topic with a stick.
Oh, I think we made the DM mad.
What the hell? You
Well,
alright?
he's waking
Riggs
up,
had a
right?
stroke.
Oh, that's the hermit waking up. That's
Yeah,
great.
so, no, I was going to say.
So that's the sound he's gonna make with.
Oh God, no!
Jesus.
Please stop! Please
Go
stop!
for it,
No,
man.
no, no,
Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead, say it. Go ahead, go ahead.
As you nod on Christine's. No.
Oh my god.
All
right.
All right.
Ren.
You made me go there.
All right.
Oh, he didn't.
So, as you two begin to stir, Sato, you begin to stir first. You notice that Lyric is, at the moment, kind of absolutely asleep in the corner. Kind of, she looks like she's like sitting up, kind of with her legs out, kind of in a posture that would be really easy for her to kind of react if she needed to. But she is absolutely asleep. You can see around you, Sato, as you begin to stir, that the hermit doesn't seem to be in this room. And I'll give you the floor, my friend. It is early. It is we're gonna say it's
Early in the
about
morning?
7 a.m. Yeah.
And does Lyric look like she just fell asleep? Like she needs her sleep, not wake her up? maybe?
It's kind of hard to tell, but she definitely looks like she's out. Yeah.
So I'm gonna go just over to this door, and I'm just gonna put my ear against it and see if I hear anything.
Yeah. As you begin to walk across the thing, you kind of kneel down here because it's, the middle of the hut here. Sato is maybe, at the most maybe 6 foot, 6.5.
Okay,
Foot
so
tall
I
in the middle.
definitely maybe I'll just be crawling then.
Yeah,
probably.
you just kind of be kind of hunched over, real, And you get close to the door, Sato, and you can see it's a smaller than usual door, and the wood around the door is really, really is sturdy. This would be really hard to break through. It's kind of the first thing you can think of is that the wood around here is really, this would be quite a feat to kind of get through this. So it would take some time. And the door itself is not only made out of a really, really heavy, thick wood, that as you pass, you could even, kind of pass your finger over it. You notice that there's ridges on it, and the ridges themselves seem almost like metal as you pass your fingernail over it. The surface, you could feel it's very, very tough. And not only that, but there are steel bands that seem to wrap down the whole front of the door, maybe 12 of them total, thin strips that kind of go down the center of the door here. The lock,
You can almost say it's ribbed.
you could say it's ribbed, yeah.
Oh,
I'd
God.
say no.
The key lock itself, Sato, you instantly notice that there's something special about the key lock. It's not traditional as far as from the outside appearance of what you see. It looks unique.
Okay. Is there a space underneath the door? Like, what's the spacing of the door at the bottom to the floor?
Roll a perception check.
I.
Yeah, we'll see how cute you are. It's pretty dark in here. So I know what you're trying to do though.
Of course.
Yeah. It's a good idea.
Perception.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's not
22.
Damn.
So, along the bottom side of the door, there is no room, not even enough to put a piece of parchment. However, along the corner edge of the door, kind of where your left foot would kind of be on the door here, there is a tiny, tiny little space, as well as the key lock itself. There's a little bit of space there. I kind of have an idea where you're going with this, so I'm kind of giving you, the possibilities as far as that goes. But I would say those two are really your only options. Possibly, the space around one of the hinges are on the top, but it'd be a super tight fit, and it might be bad. But
okay, I'm gonna make note of that little space around the bottom of the door by my left foot.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna come back over to where I was laying, which I believe was right around here-ish.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna pull my brand new spider cage out, the Marathi's what do we call it? The Marathi's
you have to pull it up.
The Wrangler Dangler?
Yeah, the Wrangler Dangler's cage of comfort.
Cage of comfiness, is it?
Yeah, cage of comfiness.
Yeah, and I'm gonna pull my little buddy spider out, and I'm gonna cast both of these spells, which as a ritual. So this is gonna take me. That's why I'm gonna lie down again and pretend that I'm sleeping.
Yep. Speak with the animals. Okay. Let me see here. That is verbal and somatic. So when we gave you information about this, how we did it before was I can't remember how we did it before.
Yeah. So the spider doesn't have a very high intelligence, so he can only speak in so many words. And,
Okay, that's right.
But
Thank you.
I can sort of communicate with him, and he understands what I'm saying to him. As far as I think how we did it last time. Yeah.
Yep. Perfect. Okay. What would you like to say?
I'm just gonna, first of all, I'm gonna comment on how safe and comfortable his cage is, and get him psyched up that he wants to come back to it. Let him know that's his safe place.
It's a good idea. Yep.
Yeah, I'm gonna describe the cage and let him know it's a safe place, and he's been in there for the entire night, so he realizes that it's. I would assume that it's.
Oh yeah, he already built the web in there.
Yeah, and it's like perfectly suited to all his conditions, and then I'm gonna set it up so I can see through his eyes and stuff, and then I'm gonna walk back over here, and I'm gonna sort of shove him right into the little crack at the left back side of the door, and just tell him to go around, take a look around, and then come back out as stealthily as he can.
I love this. All right, Sato. So, the spider, and I'm gonna roll for this just because it's fun. It's still gonna be the same, but I gotta make it.
Yeah.
Really cool. All right. The spider kind of looks up at you, like looks at the opening and looks back at his home, and you can feel there's like a reluctancy, Sato. He's going to help you. You could tell, but he is very happy and content in his little house. But he crawls out, and then starts to slowly make his way across the floor, and then scurries real quickly across the floor right to that corner.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, so then now I can sort of see through his eyes. I'm gonna blindly. I don't know if I can move while I do this. I think I can. I just can't hear or see. So I'm just gonna kind of wander clumsily over to around where I was, and pretend like I'm sleeping again while he moves, and I see through his eyes and hear through his ears.
I'm just kidding. Sure. All right.
I was like, meme time? Meme time? It's meme time?
I know, I had to, just for a second. Okay, so you're gonna do the corner then, Sato.
The corner. What do you mean? Yeah, the bottom corner under there. I don't want to put him through the lock hole because I was worried it might have some kind of magic.
Good thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, you put him down through the corner. Now I'm gonna ask you, even though the beast sense and stuff, we're still gonna let you do this, but I just want to roll me an animal handling check just for the fun of it. Just for the rule of cool, for the
Fail.
No, I don't want him to fail. I don't want him to get like a nat 20. That'd be awesome.
My animal handling's not that high. What did I get?
Look at 21.
Nice.
I mean, that's
amazing.
That's as close as you can get.
It's true. It's true. All right, man. The spider willingly crawls to the corner, and immediately there's a connection there and knows what you want from it. It knows that you've provided it with a very, very nice home. It's already built a web in. It knows that it has food and comfort, and that it will grow nice and healthy in there for as long as it can. And so it does what you would like it to, and it crawls through the corner, Sato, of the room, the door here, the very thick door now. As you continue to see through its eyes, you see that the door itself is probably a good 3, 4, 5 inches thick. It's very thick. As you kind of gauge it as a spider, and as the spider gets into the other room, Sato, from underneath the door.
Yeah.
You see shelves on the left, shelves on the right, with pots and urns, and in the middle of the room, Sato, you see a very large cage. It spans from the floor and goes all the way to the ceiling, almost touches the top of the hut of the ceiling, and it's very wide, maybe 5 foot wide. There's a very large cell on the gate, the front of the cage, with a very large key lock on there. There's
now,
nothing.
Is it bars or is it like a solid round door cage?
Oh, they're bars. It's like a very large cell, basically, in here. And there doesn't seem to be anybody in the cell, but you instantly smell in the air that there is a wafting scent of iron, Sato. And you've smelled this many times in battle and on the road. It's definitely the smell of dried blood.
And the hermit's nowhere to be seen in there.
He's not in here, no.
Sounds like the cute little hermit isn't so cute.
Yeah. Okay, so if the spider sort of just scans the room, is there any sign of like any other living creatures in the room?
Roll a perception check for me.
Aye.
Yeah, add 2 to it.
+2, okay.
Yeah.
We'll just have to add 2.
Yeah.
Ooh, 8.
You don't sense any other life as in your spider form here. It's really hard to kind of get used to the fact that you've got all these eyes. You're trying to focus on one area, and you're just seeing like all kinds of stuff at once, and so it's very, very disorienting. Thank you. You said disorientating. Excuse me. I have to purple monkey dishwasher just for one moment. All right, for real. And I would even turn the music off for this, but I won't. Forgive me, everybody who is European or British or whoever who would ever listen to this. I am in no way racist or have any issues with cultural things, but I have to ask, please make me understand. Why do you all say disorientating? What is with that? It's disorienting. It's even spelled that way. There's no word that says disorientating. I don't get that. Every time that I hear like somebody like Preach say it freaks me out.
HD rant. I'm sorry.
No. It's okay. Thank you for letting me get that out. But every time I hear it, I'm like, what is he saying? Am I wrong?
No, mine is.
Okay.
Mine is aluminium. Aluminium. That's the one that bothers me.
Yeah.
Aluminium.
Yeah. It's weird.
Aluminium. Ouch.
Aluminum. Just
I'm like, listen, bud.
aluminum.
We're not disorientating by anything here, okay?
Disorienting.
Exactly. Disorienting.
Disorientating would be, I don't
I
know.
pulled Reed's aggro. I'm
Wyvern.
sorry.
No. I'm glad you brought that up. It's a
Wyvern.
thing.
Fuck you.
Disorientating.
Twitch, tell me I'm wrong. Is anybody in Twitch
Okay.
here checking us out?
The
Tell me I'm
reason-
wrong.
The reason they mispronounce it is just like Azel said, disorientated.
Yes.
Yeah, disorientated.
I get
That's
it.
a word.
I get it.
It's not really a European thing. It's just a people mispronouncing it in general.
That's fair.
Pronunciating it.
I hear European people say it like way more. Like I hear Preach say it just about every time. I hear Bellular say it in his videos. It's like, why do you guys do this?
Okay.
Wait,
Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
But Reeks,
I couldn't
Yeah.
say that out loud, by the way.
I just have to say,
Don't say that
Yeah.
out loud.
I just have to say,
Mhm.
this.
The compass. I know. It's a thing.
No.
It's a thing.
Attunement.
Attunement.
I know.
Attunement.
Oh God.
man.
You're never
I
learning
know.
I'm just gonna,
I
I'm
deserve
just gonna
this.
let you know now that I cannot pronounce absolutely anything correctly, and it is because of my dyslexia, because I do not understand vowels. So
All right. So Spider.
Yes.
Sato, you don't sense anything, but with all the eyes, you're very disoriented. It's very odd feeling. As far as that goes, no, you don't sense any other life forms. Maybe a possible fly buzzing around somewhere in the room. That kind of gets your attention for a second, but then
Because spider brain.
Yeah. Do I see anything broken, like any broken glass or any like potion residue lying on the ground that might be interesting? Because we heard banging and smashing, so I'm just wondering if there's anything
Sure. So
like rattled around the floor out of place.
I would say, with your spider, how far are you willing to go with him?
Well, we're gonna I probably got him to just do like a full like walk right around the whole thing and then come back kind of deal.
Sure. And are you just kind of doing a general thing here? How controlled are you trying to be with him? Are you just gonna like let him do it on his own?
I think I have to give him the instructions and just let
Okay.
him go. I can't
perfect.
like control
Yeah, you can't
him.
just control him.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I would have
I'm not used to it.
I would have instructed him to just go in, do like a full walk around the full circumference of the room, and then come back out kind of deal.
Perfect. This is fantastic. As you do, Sato, you get this sense that he walks through something. You can't be sure what it is. It stings at first. But then he comes back. He curls back through the crack in the door here, Sato, and you can see he has a little bit of like a green, substance kind of on two of the bottoms of his little legs. It's like a little bit of a green substance there. He doesn't seem affected by it at the moment.
Okay, so I'm gonna take so like a rag. I'm gonna rip a piece of my like old common clothes that I have in a rag, and I'm gonna sort of wipe him like nice and wipe his legs like right clean with it. With a little bit of water from my flat. Well, actually, no, not with the water at first. First, I'm gonna wipe it with the rags, and then I'm gonna take those rags and I'm gonna put them in the old potion vial that he used to be his house.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna take my flask out and I'm gonna wash them off really good with the water in my flask.
Roll an animal handling check for me. Let's see how
Okay.
good you do.
More animal handling.
Almost like you're handling an animal.
16 is good. So yeah, I would say that he even lets you do it, which is crazy, right, for a spider to do this. But he allows you to do this.
We're building trust.
Yeah, for sure. You even manage to get a little bit on that rag there, and you can stuff it in the bottle. I'll say.
Okay, so
Perfect. So you have a little. I would say, put a smear of mysterious green substance
on a
or
rag.
something like that. Yeah, on a rag in your little bottle, just enough to kind of maybe try and get an identification of what it might be.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. And then once he's thoroughly cleaned off, I'll let him go on back in his little house.
Yeah, and he does. He's happy to go back in. He looks up at you, kind of gives you a little hop, and goes back into his web and gets comfy.
Okay.
All right. And at that time, Lyric begins to kind of stir in the corner here. Lyric, you notice that the sun is starting to come up. Beams start shining through the window here from the front. It's east facing, seemingly. And you get a sense that that your hermit friend doesn't seem to be around, but Sato seems to be awake, and he's kind of kneeling in the corner here with his little spider cage, just kind of looking in, and you kind of come to. The floor is yours.
She's gonna kind of look around for a minute and just kind of like stretch.
Yeah.
What'd you do with the hermit?
He's I thought I heard him in this back room, but I just checked it out. Bach actually went in and checked it out for me. He's not in there either, so I don't know if that back room's got a back door that he escaped out of, but he's missing at the moment.
I'm gonna look around and see if I see any birds or small animals hanging out in the hut, because I know he's a druid, so kind of keep my eye out for that.
Yeah.
Roll a perception check. Oh, sorry, I was asking. I was wondering if you were asking.
I'm also gonna let Lyric know that I seen like an empty, massive-sized animal cage. It looked like in there, and also I'm gonna show her the thing. This green liquid is spilled all over the floor. That must be what the crash and bang we heard last night was.
Well, I mean, he does make potions and stuff.
True.
Okay,
Just why is it? Why is he keeping this one secret behind a locked door? And the door looks magically locked and not regular locked.
He makes poisons. Do you know anybody who makes poisons out in the open?
Well, he had all his other poisons right out in the open for us to see. He wasn't keeping that a secret.
I had
Why
to ask for them. He pulled them down out of the cabinet.
Yeah, but why did he let us see all that? But this he wants to keep us away from.
Maybe that's where he actually makes them. Or tests them.
Maybe.
I don't know.
But then you think he would just he wouldn't be worried about the door being open,
All I'm saying
right?
is the dude who's willing to sell face melting poisons to someone he's just met probably is a little shady.
He's definitely shady, there's no doubt, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of go over to. I'm gonna get up and kind of go to the front door, kind of crouch down because house is even short for me. And I'm just gonna poke my head out the front door and see if he's out.
Yeah. Roll a perception check for me, Lyric.
Will do. Oh God, you guys have to open my character sheet.
Imagine that.
So much RP in the last couple of sessions.
It's been fun.
Yeah.
I know you're chopping at the bit for combat.
Yeah, it's okay if you guys.
15.
Lyric, you see, kind of as you poke your head out in this direction here, where I'm pinging, you see probably like over here, there's probably like 3 or 4 crows, I would say, kind of in the tree, kind of maybe like one on the fence, like a couple in the tree. And as soon as like you see them, you get the sense that they're probably crows. Unless it would be like in your mind, the joke would be like, unless it was like maybe like a flock of druids or something trying to be funny, but this is probably crows. But you don't see any sign of the bird that you've seen him, the form of the bird that you've seen him as before. You don't see anything like that anywhere around. Nor do you see any presence of him.
So I'm gonna say,
I'm gonna
Oh, sorry, good.
I'm gonna kind of call out like cautiously because I know like flesh-eating worms around. Little hermit dude. It's morning. We're thinking about leaving.
While he's gone, you might want to take a peek in that room. How small is her spider form? Was it like small enough to track, or is she bigger?
Yeah, oh yeah, it's small enough. Yep.
Okay.
I'm like,
yep.
I don't know about.
I could keep lookout if you want to tell polymorph or whatever the hell it is that you do, and take a closer look in there.
You can only do it so many times a day, so.
True, but.
Okay, but after.
When else are you gonna need to be a spider?
Okay. After this, though, we've got to get back. There's zombies in town.
We do. I just want to make sure we know what this.
Sorry.
Okay, so I'm gonna go over to the room, around to make sure I really don't see the little gnome dude. And I'm gonna shift into a spider and crawl into the little hole.
Perfect. All right. Sato, you watch. It begins as like a little twinkle from her amulet, and then there's like a green kind of speckling that happens all throughout her body, Star Trek style, and she kind of shrinks right in front of you, limbs and all, down into the form. It looks quite painful from your perspective, Sato, but to her, it's almost second nature. Lyric, you're a spider.
I'm gonna just give her a heads up. Hey, there's some pretty weird looking green shit on the floor, so you might not want to fucking walk through that shit.
You don't say.
Just a heads up.
She can talk, so she's gonna be a smart ass.
Yeah.
Helium infused lyric. That's great.
Yes, helium infused lyric.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's gonna spider crawl up into the little room. And she's going to look around and kind of weigh her options. Do I shift back to a people and spend both my animal forms today? Eve again? Do I stay a spider? And she's going to decide to stay a spider. And I'm going to kind of scurry my way around the little green puddle and kind of more inspect the room. Like actually inspect the things around me. Since the other spider can do that, but I don't know that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna actually look around the room.
Yeah, sure. So, Lyric, roll a perception check for me, just a general one here, so we can get started with it. Oh, nice.
23.
So, all right. Oh man, what would you like to look at first? It's a pretty small room. Maybe it's the same height as the other, the larger hut, but this one is about a third of the size.
And you said before it's covered in bars.
Yeah.
Smells
Big
like
cage
blood.
in here. Yep, smells like blood. You can instantly sense it too, that there's a overwhelming scent of like dried blood in here. The cages are really interesting to you. They're far enough apart where a small creature like a gnome or something, like our friend the hermit, would probably be able to squeeze between if you really tried. But like a larger creature, there's no way that it would be able to get through here. You can also see around the room there are shelves with different kinds of like urns and looks like vases and different things. Some of the urns seem to have kind of like large corks on them, and they have like a wax kind of seal that's pressed down around the outside edges to kind of preserve them and keep them fresh. There's some other ones that are kind of tipped over on the side, Lyric, and also in the corner there's a couple of sacks that you can see that one of them is spilled over, and it looks like it's a sack full of sage from what you can see. And then there's another sack next to it. It looks like witch hazel. And then next to that, there's another sack, and it's absolutely a very large sack. And as soon as you kind of like glance over, like from your height, you kind of can climb up on a bar a little bit. You can look over and you can see that it's actually nettle. It's a whole sack full of nettle. There is another little sack, Lyric, and it's a white little sack, and it's empty mostly. There's a couple of little pieces, like flower pieces on there, The flower pieces look purple and green to you. They're like very, very little amounts of them. They're kind of like laid out on a slab here, and you can see there's like a little grinder, like a mortar and pestle there with some pieces ground up in it. And as you get closer, you can see at first glance that you would think it would be lavender, but as you get closer, you realize that there is a dim light coming from this ground up material in this receptacle here. That's the most that you notice. The room itself, Lyric, as you begin to wander around, you can see that there are no other entrances at face value here that you can see. There are no other doors. There are no hatches, no entrances or windows at all.
There are
Just a giant
three
cage.
things that I would like to investigate further.
Sure. Okay.
The first thing is I'm going around the cages.
Yeah.
I would like to kind of like investigate like the blood and stuff and see if I see like any fur and scales. Like see if I see stuff other than just like dried blood.
All right. Yes.
So if I can tell if it's animal or people.
Sure. Roll me an investigation check.
Okay.
$11. You begin to crawl up to a little dark spot in the cage. It's red mostly. There's a thick kind of a spot to like in the back, near the back entrance of where the cage is, and on the bottom part of the bars there is seemingly some blood, and it's somewhat still wet, Lyric. Not probably over the last couple hours wet, but it looks like, yeah, this is fresh enough to be maybe a couple of days old, a week tops.
But I don't see any fur, scales, or anything in it.
I would say with an 11, let me
Like
see
I don't need to know specifically what kind of fur, just fur or scales in general.
I'll say this. I'll say that you see a little bit of hair stuck on one of the back of the bars on some of the rust. Little bit of hair, maybe. I'll give you
Hair
that.
or
The
fur?
cages? He's not
What's the
gonna tell me.
difference?
Do
Big
the cages
One to be a
look big
gnome.
enough to hold a person, or are they tiny cages?
I'm sorry? The
Like
cage?
how big are the cages?
Oh, it's one big cage.
One
In the
big
room.
cage?
One big
Okay, is
cage,
it like
yeah.
the size of the whole room?
It's mostly the size of the whole room. There's a little area off kind of to the left when you walk through the door that has some shelves and some sacks and stuff in there. I probably didn't clarify that.
All right, cool. No, it's fine. All right, and then as I'm like going around and I find that glowy stuff,
Yeah.
I'd like to go. The second thing I'd like to do is investigate the glowy stuff.
Okay.
What
Sure.
I'm looking for is I'm trying to figure out if I touch it, if it's gonna hurt me. Like I'm just trying to
Yeah.
generally see how safe this stuff is.
Roll an investigation check for me.
Okay.
Jamie the detective. Or Lyric the detective.
9.
No.
You can see, Jamie, 100%. It's a greenish
Uh-huh.
kind of liquid, and as you get close enough to it, you can tell it's it seems like it almost has like a dim glow to it. Now that you're close enough, you can really see kind of like a dim glow, almost like that what you see in the ground up in that mortar and pestle up there.
That's what I was
It's
looking
similar.
at. Mortar and pestle.
Yeah, there's a glow about the liquid here, and it's a little bit of liquid. It's not a lot. It's probably enough on the ground here, enough spilt. You can see that probably would fill maybe a half of a potion bottle ish,
Okay.
but it's all over the all over the floor, kind of in one area.
Okay. The third thing I'd like to investigate is the stuff you said was like lavender.
Yeah,
I want to
Yep.
get a closer look at that stuff.
Sure. Roll an investigation check for me.
And what I'm trying to figure out here is, again, do I like the liquid stuff? I'm just gonna kind of leave it be. Said he
Yeah.
already got them, but the this stuff I'm gonna investigate. I'm trying to figure out if I feel like it's safe enough for me to handle. God damn it!
Oh my god.
Wow. this-
Your investigations as a spider
Your
is
your
just...
your spider brain does not want to
Oh,
think this
man.
hard.
It's true.
I'm not great at investigation, guys.
Lyric,
Mm-hmm.
you can't tell if this is lavender, if this is Felphasis, if this is mageweed, or if this is
Definitely
bones or
nightshade.
poop. Like this.
Hey,
You know
is
it's
it
a
like-
plant.
Is it like a dried plant, like
It is.
a crumbled up dried
Yeah.
plant?
It is. Yep.
Okay, and I'm a furry little spider, right?
You are. Ooh, I see what you're getting at here.
I am going to make the bad decision that even though I can't figure out what stuff is, I'm going to kind of like dip my little front paws in it and like
Yeah.
collect a little bit on my little fur.
Pollen.
Oh, I love it.
Yes.
Okay.
Just a
You
little
like getting
bit.
out and rolling it a little bit?
Yeah, I'm going to
You know?
roll in it a little bit, just get covered in this stuff.
Oh my
All right.
I
God.
am going to die.
No, this
but
is
it's fine.
fantastic. Lyric, roll a
Constitution check. Constitution saving throw.
Who's the DM
roll
here,
a
Red? Who's
performance
the
check for me.
Performance check.
Just to see how much you get on you. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought I was rolling to see if I died. Let's see.
7.
I
Oh.
can't save my life.
So you get enough on you, a little bit on your legs, a little bit on your belly. Yeah.
Okay.
You're very weirded out by this, so you're kind of careful.
Do I smell bad?
You don't smell great.
Oh
Yeah.
no.
But you didn't smell great
Okay,
before you
well,
went.
Yeah, well, you were a spider. Yeah. To be...
Yeah. Okay.
I'm
Okay.
gonna
I guess
I'm gonna sort
spiders
of
don't smell, so I can't tell if it's lavender.
I'm gonna yell through the door. Still no sign of the hermit. Is there a back door to that room, or is it all enclosed? I
Oh, that
forgot
was
to
too
check for
high
that.
pitched for the mic.
You can hear. Say that
No,
you're hearing.
what? No. I haven't perfected spider lyric voice. Okay, guys.
You went a little
Great.
super
Like
Okay.
sonic
Smurf.
there, rated it.
Sorry. I don't have my wind guard. It makes it really hard. Okay. And she's gonna be like, "No, it's just one big room." And then
All right.
I'm gonna take one more kind of look around, just to try to make sure that I haven't missed anything. And then I'm gonna scurry back under the door. I'm gonna avoid that puddle. I'm not gonna walk through it because, like,
Yeah, you can easily enough get underneath the door and back
Right
on the other side to Sato.
and I'm gonna look up at Sato and be like, "You got a scrap piece of cloth?"
Yeah, I'll rip another piece off like the old common clothes that I got.
Could you put it on the ground for me?
Sure. Or I'll even pick her up and like wipe all the green
No,
shit off.
don't
of
do
her.
that. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't pick
She's
me
like,
up.
Alright.
"Don't touch me! Don't touch me!"
All right, I'll put her on the floor and say, go ahead.
And then I'm gonna skitter onto the little piece of cloth and I'm gonna roll all around it and get all the stuff off.
Nice. Easily done, actually.
Basically dry hump the cloth.
Yeah. She leaves a lot of the plant residue on the cloth. So you can see like there are bits of purple and green.
Then I'm
mostly.
going
Yeah, I only
to,
have the one vial, but I'm gonna put it in the. I'm gonna
No,
push like.
it's cool. It's cool. I got it. I got
You
it.
got
I know what
vials? All right.
Yeah, I know what I want to do with it.
All right.
Oh,
I'll
perfect.
Just, let her have it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm back up off the cloth and I'm
Okay.
gonna shift back into a person.
All right.
And this time I'm gonna shift back into my drow form because I don't want to walk down as a changeling. And I'm gonna like very gingerly pull a piece of because I have scrap cloth all over me. Pull another
Yeah.
piece of scrap cloth and I'm gonna pick up the little scrap covered and stuff and I'm gonna wrap it up and stick it in my little pouch.
All right. You got it. You
where
got
I
it.
keep my other trinkets and treasures, wax seals and shit.
Yeah, I love it. You go ahead and add that to your list, Lyric. You can call it I don't want to tell you because that would give it away. Just call it
Mysterious
remnants of
pollen?
plant material.
Mysterious purple plant.
Yeah.
Mysterious.
Mysterious.
Okay, so with the hermit gone, is his little like desk and table still here where he's got all his shit stashed behind?
It is.
Maybe I'll take a peek around there and see. I'm gonna like go back there and look through all those bottles back there.
Yeah, so there's a couple of cabinets, Sato, kind of off on the side. There's one kind of up on the like near the wall, and there's a bigger one kind of on the bottom there. It's very pretty big considering how small the hut is here.
Do I
and
see him
it's
rifling through
Very
shit?
thick. You begin to. Oh, I have to change your character here.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Zito,
Chris.
We
Like,
what?
hey,
we want the face melter to be our friend. The last
no,
thing we need
he's
is-
not gonna notice. He's not gonna notice like 2 bottles missing. I'm
Okay,
gonna.
And what if he's a spider running around in here somewhere? He is a druid.
So what would you like to do, Sato?
What I want to do is I just want to like take 2 random potions and then I want to rearrange the bottles to fill in the spaces so it looks.
Well, you
like
have
nothing's
to-
missing.
So you don't see any potions directly. They're in the cabinets.
Yeah. So I'm looking in the cabinet.
So you're gonna try and open a cabinet.
Yes.
So you're gonna
Oh,
put,
like
you're gonna
that
put your
works.
hand on the
Alright.
cabinet.
Oh,
Oh,
Now you're making me second guess myself. But I'm
I
sort of
tried
already
to warn
committed here.
You feel a fizzle, Sato, as you start to reach towards the cabinet, like kind of up on the wall. There's like a fizzle sound in the air, like almost an electric sound, as your hand slowly begins to reach toward the cabinet. Do you proceed?
So he's got these cabinets strapped.
Do it.
What kind of handles are on the cabinet? So they're
So it's a little like wooden sideways handle that it looks like it could turn up or flip to the side maybe, or it could be a sliding handle. It's hard to say. You didn't really take notice when he got into it the night before, but you can see that it's absolutely, there are a couple of handles. There are 2 handles on this particular cabinet.
I was just wondering if I could like hook part of my halberd blade inside the handle and try to yank it open with my halberd.
You can certainly try.
Yeah, I think I'll do that before I touch it with my hand.
So you get your halberd out
Yeah.
and you begin to put it towards the cabinet. Yes.
Yes.
So there is the second that the end of your halberd gets within about 12 inches of the cabinet, there is a blue electrical static arc that forms between the end of your halberd and the cabinet.
Damn.
And as you get closer, as you move the halberd closer to the cabinet, the electricity starts to flow down the halberd into the shaft more and almost to your fingers.
oh God.
All right, I'm gonna cease and desist on that.
Do you
Yeah.
pull back?
Yeah.
Okay.
What
It's
did
too late. You're fried.
It's too late.
Don't make enemies with the face melter, Sato.
Well, I thought we could sneak a couple pots away and he wouldn't notice, but he's got
Why
this
are we
shit
doing
fucking
this to
set
a
up.
person that has done nothing but help us?
That's
We are
a Sato.
doing it.
I mean, you've done some stuff too that I can say the same
That's
about.
right.
Sato, he's giving us cures for shit, and like he's giving
Selling
us.
us, but okay.
Okay,
Eh,
yeah, and the next
yeah.
time we come back for health potions, do you want him to sell us poison instead of health potions?
All right. Well, let's find out. Let's go out and see if we can find this guy. I'm gonna run to the door and. What was his name again? He
Yeah.
told us his name.
Elysia.
Elysia.
Yeah.
So I'm literally like as loud as I can gonna yell, Elysia!
And it reverberates. Elysia.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And there's no response.
All right. Well, I'll look back at Lyric. So what do? We just leave the place here?
I guess. If he's not here, there's nothing really we can do.
I mean, we got what we came for. We could have got more, but he's got shit booby trapped, so we're not gonna fuck with him. Yeah, let's fucking just leave then.
I hate leaving without saying bye. It seems
Yeah, we could write him a little, hey, thanks for the trouble. We had to go. You got a pen?
I mean, because I gotta come back. I gotta come back and visit him and ask him more about balance anyway. Okay.
Yeah. All right, I'll take some of this firewood, and
I have a pen and quill. I'll write
do you have a
notes.
pen and quill? Okay. I'm gonna take the firewood here, and I'm gonna rearrange it into a T and a Y.
Nice.
I'm gonna put like a log
I'm
for a
gonna
T,
take
and
out a
then like
piece of-
3 logs to make a
I'm
Y.
gonna take out a piece of paper and my quill, since I brought my whole pack with me. And
Oh, you're giving him a judging look as he like rearranges the logs.
I'm just ignoring him at this point, and I'm gonna write a really nice note. Thanks, little hermit guy. And of course, you have to remember, I'm dyslexic and common is not my first language, so like the letters are all off and misshapen, and everything is misspelled. Hey, hermit guy.
5-year-old wrote it.
Thank you. Be back soon. Lyric.
Nice.
And then I'm gonna set it down on his little desk.
Oh, perfect. And you just kind of leave it for him on his desk? Nice,
Yes.
nice. Okay. I love it.
And then I'm gonna follow Sato out the front door, and I'm gonna see what he put on the ground, and I'm just gonna shake my head. Okay, let's go home. But on the way home, Sato, we should totally collect some of those goblin ears, and just like low key not tell the others, and like turn them in for some money when we get back.
Yeah. I'm down. I'm down for slicing ears.
Yes, let's slice some ears as we go.
Perfect. So you begin to leave the hut then?
I guess so.
Yeah.
All right.
We're
I'm
out
gonna.
here.
All right.
But remember, Sato, we gotta get back in a hurry. So we gotta do this quick. Like, if we see the worms, we just run past them. Okay?
We can try.
Okay. I'm gonna follow you.
Yeah. So it's you can see as you and if you want to back the map out here, I'm going to reveal a little bit more for you. As you begin to walk past the opening on the bottom.
Zoom out the map.
You can see the path that you began to that you came here on. I'm going to go ahead and move your tokens for you.
Cool.
Is there a funny murder scene?
And as you pass to the south here, you notice both of you do kind of at nearly the same time. There's blood, kind of off. And the first instinct is a wild animal must have gotten to this, the way that it's been slaughtered and kind of left here. You can see the corpse of what it seems to be a wolf.
We're definitely gonna take a look at that.
Sure.
You know, Sato, the more and more we keep finding beast stuff, the more and more I wonder if that gnome is always 3 feet tall.
I wonder. Yeah. I mean, if he can transform into some kind of like grizzly
He was a
bear
bird
or
when we
something.
saw him, but I wonder if he, like you said, I wonder if he can be a bear.
Yeah, it's possible.
He seemed not particularly worried about there being a beast in the woods.
He didn't, and it could not be a bear. It could be something far worse than a bear that this guy turns into. I mean, this wolf looks pretty
Druids just turn
dismembered.
into animals.
Yeah, these wolves are in bad shape. You can see one was seemingly, and I didn't do the blood well, but you can see it was thrown against the rock. It looks like, and just twisted as it's kind of laying here. The one aside from it is the same. It's just more of the same, just overly
You're not
killed.
gonna make Sato roll to see what the cause of death was?
It was
I
a
really
tree.
wanted
It was
to-
definitely a tree. But
That
the
is
thing
entirely up to
this
Sato.
time.
If he
The
wants
thing
to.
is-
Yeah, I'm gonna investigate the wounds on it and see if it's similar
The
to
thing,
what we did on the horse before.
The
Sure.
thing is, Sato. I mean, it could be a bear if if a person was pretending to be a bear. I mean, I punched a wolf to death, and it was pretty fucked up.
That's what I'm going to try to inspect. Does this look like something a bear can
D&D.
do, or does it look like something bigger and harsher than a bear?
Roll an investigation check.
Or is this another tree attack?
Or,
Tree attack. If you
or it
roll
could
a
be
1,
tree.
bro, it's a tree attack. 100%.
Yeah.
Tree attack.
Ooh.
Oh,
It's a fucking tree attack, man.
It's a tree attack.
Like, no. You can see Sato with even with a 5. The slightest bit of a hint, Sato, that these are claw marks, very deep, very large claw marks.
I don't think it's a bear that he turns into, but maybe. Fuck, I don't know what would do this kind of damage.
But it's probably a tree.
It's totally a tree.
It could be a tree.
Yeah.
It could be the same tree that killed that horse.
Could be. I mean, bark. You know,
They always say the bark is worse than the bite.
that's what they say. Aside
All
from
right.
that, you don't seem to see anything else in the area. Just these 3 corpses here with a lot of blood.
Yeah, well, we're
Something
gonna
interesting.
take note of that because I have a feeling Lyric's right. This little gnome dude turns into some vicious shit.
Yeah, perfect.
I think you should
Guys
start
gotta
being
eat.
nicer. I think you should start being nicer to the face melter. I'm just saying.
Hey, I was pretty nice to him.
You tried to steal from him.
Well, I mean, that's like just normal though.
Whatever.
I mean,
They try
he
to steal
can't
from
just
everybody
leave us
besides
alone with a bunch of cool potions and not expect us to look at them, right?
Yeah, he can.
Who is more dangerously curious, Sato or Azel?
Look, I am
Later.
all for doing stupid shit to get things that are shiny and cool and awesome. But
Oh, shoot.
I also am not going around trying to make enemies with people, man. Like, it's okay to steal a cloak off of a zombie. It is not okay to steal potions
Wait, hold
from
on.
an active living
Lyric.
face melter.
Lyric, are you allergic to your own bullshit?
Shut up.
Because I gotta say, I mean, stealing, but it's not really
No, it's
stealing.
not.
It's just you know, I was just looking. I didn't take
There's
anything.
different
You know what I mean?
kinds
I just wanted to look.
There's different kinds of stealing. There's, like, if some guy has been, like, threatening to kill us and we're in the middle of a dungeon and we happen to kill him back and happen to find a bag of gold on his person, that's not our problem. But
What if?
actually breaking into a cabinet of a harmless little gnome who just happens to make face-melting potions, who
Well, what
happens
if
to be
what if we
really cool,
discovered? What if
gave
we
me all
discovered?
sorts of presents.
What if
I
we
like
discovered
this.
like an
Yes,
owl?
While they're talking.
What if we discovered a
we're-
potion
we're
that turns
traveling
you
while
into
we're
an owl
talking.
bear?
Okay.
We could have learned so much if we could have got in there. I mean, maybe he's got potions that turn him into like an owl bear or something. Not
Ow.
valuable
Exactly
information.
what you need to turn into an owlbear. Do I know what an owlbear is?
Are we going to Avatar Logic?
Do I know what an owlbear is, freaks?
You probably know of an owlbear, yeah.
Okay. Like, why would we want to turn into an owlbear?
We want to know if he's turning into an owl bear. I want to know about this gnome, man. He's a little questionable.
Oh
I
no, I
think
don't like
he's
the fact
great.
that haven't walked off.
You should have
I
to
think
I
he's
was just
so
saying.
cool.
I was just trying to look to see if that gnome was had any shit in there that was up to no good.
I'm just saying, of course there's shit in there up to no good. He sold me face melting poison.
What if he's turning into a
Expensive
vicious
face
creature
melting
that's like what if he killed those 3 guards or those 2 guards? Those are 2 human fucking dudes that were shredded. What if the
Know
gnome killed them?
We don't know them.
True, but
Yeah,
hey,
fuck
if the
Maybe
gnome
they tried
if
to.
this gnome's
maybe-
shredding fucking people,
maybe-
that's
Maybe they tried to make him leave his little hut. He was just minding his own business, and they bothered him.
so he shredded them into pieces? That's a little extreme.
know his life?
You guys are giving me shit for axing the guard in that room, and now you're backing up a gnome that shreds 2 fucking horse riders into like little pieces and leaves them
Hey, you
bloody
would be
strong.
perfectly fine with that. You seem to like killing people indiscriminately.
Well, I'm just saying, if this gnome's just slaughtering
I'm
people,
just
we should
saying,
know
you
about
can't be mad at gnomes for
Alright.
killing people indiscriminately if you're gonna kill people indiscriminately.
it. Well, in the middle of this conversation, I'm going to go, oh, nostrils.
Nice. And right
Yeah,
there,
we
let's
saw
pause
him earlier.
just for 1 second.
And
How's-
I'm going to walk right up to the nose here while Lyric's still talking.
Perfect. Give me 1 sec here. How is everybody feeling? We started late tonight, so I want to make sure I open the door here. Again, don't feel like you need to stay because everybody else wants to. Please just be honest.
So I'm
How are we
fine,
feeling?
but I'll do you.
I'm good.
I took this whole thing.
How about we go?
Mostly Artok
Oh.
and Loki I'm concerned
Yeah, I'm
about.
lagging, but
Okay, well, no. It's
I can go a little longer.
okay. Well, the reason I'm asking is because, and I don't want to ruin anything for you here, but there's something coming up here, and if I go ahead and pull the trigger on this, we're probably going to be here another 40 minutes.
That'll be fine.
So, are you okay with that?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh God.
By the way,
Lyric-
Briggs,
Yeah,
Briggs,
go
your
ahead.
orange tabby token summoned my IRL orange tabby.
That's funny. So, Lyric and Sato, as you begin to discuss, like as you're talking and you're walking and you're covering ground, the sun begins to rise higher in the sky, and you get the sense that it's probably around 9:30, like 10:30, somewhere around there. We'll say for the sake of it, it's probably around 11, something around maybe 11 a.m. We'll say.
Okay.
And
All right, okay.
and yeah, it's been a little bit since you've been walking here. You've been walking a while, and so 11 a.m. And as you begin to walk here, and as you're talking, you kind of totally forget about the fact that you're like walking through the woods, and it occurs to you that you just stumble across this stone face that's sitting here, kind of off to your, off the trail. And and as
We
you
inspected on the
do,
way up.
Yeah, I memorized it when we came through.
yeah, right. As you do, you notice a sound that's indistinguishable. That's and you look at
Is it the
I
worms?
don't like that.
Ah, he's eating
Stop
ribs.
Oh.
It's a worm!
and there is a carrion crawler feeding on what seems to be a goblin corpse sitting down here. It hasn't entirely noticed you yet. You're being pretty loud, but it has a pretty low. It's very focused on its meal. We'll
Thing
say.
is huge.
Yeah, it's big. That's how they
There's
come.
The 2 that we passed, yeah.
Yeah.
Potato.
All right. It's huge. It's this one's
Flesh-eating
massive.
worm things. It's in our way. How do we get around it this time?
Well, we may just have to kill the motherfucker.
How are we gonna do that? It's fucking huge.
I've heard about these before. I know of them. You know, it's a worm. Just fucking chop it up, right?
Have you ever cut an earthworm in half?
They're not like earthworms, as far as I know.
And what if they are like earthworms?
Well, then, we run.
Okay, well, great. What do we do if we... I have an idea. Okay, we cut it in half, and then we run between the two halves and let the two halves juke each other out.
There you go. Now we got fun. Now,
It's great.
there might be something. Last time you checked this, you didn't look in the nostrils. I'm sure there's something in these nostrils to help us kill worms.
Why don't you stick your arm up that fucker's
Oh my
nose?
god. please.
Oh, I'm sticking my hand up the nostril right away.
Roll an investigation check, Sato.
I'm not even hesitating. I'm just
God.
shoving my hand right up the nose.
If you roll a 1, bud, we're gonna have some fun here.
Investigation?
Yeah, investigation.
Uh-oh, my investigation's not good.
Its arm stuck in the nose. Great, now I have to kill the
Lose
worm.
a hand. Lose a hand.
13.
Not bad.
You reach in, Sato. Your arm is pretty big. You can only get maybe, I don't know, half of your forearm through, and you feel like as you stretch your fingers out that there is definitely something in there. You can't quite reach it with your big arm though. It's really tough to get in there.
Maybe I'll try taking like my dagger and
What's
kind
wrong,
of fishing
Sato?
it out. Or actually, I'm gonna go to the lyric. You got little hands. There's something in here.
If I get bit, I'm punching you in the balls as hard as I can.
I gotta say, all right, deal.
Okay, just
Nice.
remember, I punched my fist. I just remember, I broke a wolf's ribs with my fist.
Can you guys just allow me just to take 1 second and just feel this DM power just for 1 second in my hands? Just
I gotta like do the hip side to side and say, I get a dodge though, right?
No, you don't. You have to hold still for it.
all right.
Hang on a
If you
sec.
make the promise, you have to do it.
Roll
I
an
will-
investigation check for me, Lyric.
I will stick my arm up the goddamn nose. This better be good, and I get to keep
It
whatever I
always
find.
knows. Hey, we share. Or otherwise, no ball deal.
I didn't turn my arm into a booger not to get something cool. Okay?
That's right. 12. So, Lyric, you push your arm up in there, and you reach up, and you kind of see you see that there is something up there, and even as far as you can stick your arm, it's not quite long enough. There is something in there, though.
My arm's not long enough.
Yeah.
So,
All right, I'm gonna
I guess
try.
it's gonna stay in there forever. Don't break its nose.
No, I don't want to break his nose.
Okay. We'll
You can
just
hear
have-
Oh, you.
It starts to
Oh god.
slowly.
Look, I think the
Start to
carrying
turn and
carrier
shift.
is probably a bigger deal than the nose. We'll come back for the nose. It's not like we're not gonna come see the face melter again.
Well, I want what's in there. I mean, anything that's shoved up a nose is gonna be good, right?
Well, why don't you just stick your halberd up there then?
Yeah, or break like a. I'm gonna break like a branch off. There's these bushes here. I'm gonna see if I can break like a
Hey,
nice, good,
but
sturdy twig.
You hurry, because I'm pretty sure this thing is gonna like eat us, and while he's doing that, I'm gonna face the worm and I'm just gonna like get ready to fucking punch a worm. Cause like I'm pretty sure this thing's about to come at us.
Yeah, we're Sato's like just like pretending the worm's not there for now.
All right.
Like I'm not letting this worm get a sneak attack on me, fucker.
Nice, nice. All right.
Three. Look at this face.
So I gotta use like a nice long branch to try to hook it up the nose and drag whatever's in there out.
Nice long branch. That's a great idea. Sato, roll a perception check for me to see if you can find something that will work.
Oh,
An 8. You don't really see anything that's kind of long and thin enough, Sato. Everything around here is kind of jagged and short and brittle. The only thing that would work is down near where this giant worm is.
Oh dear.
Okay. So I gotta go back to Lyric and go, all right, let's see what this worm's all about. Let's see if he's busy enough to walk past or if he notices us.
Okay. I'm gonna watch you, and if you can manage to get around him, then I will too. But I'm just gonna keep my eyes on him and watch you go around.
I'm like, we're literally gonna have to like rub against his ass to get by him.
You first.
All right, I gotta just start walking alongside the worm here. Actually, I'm gonna get close enough to like I'm an inch away from touching him, and then I'm gonna look back at Lyric and say, no, he's gonna notice. We got a chance to just like surprise attack him here. I think we're better off doing that than
Rise, attack him!
bump into him and fucking have him surprise attack us.
Oh god.
Well,
There, we
this is
attacked
the
the
rest
worm.
of the night.
We're attacking the worm. Give me 2 seconds here.
Just like to point
At
out,
least it's
this
the
is
two
why.
heaviest hitting people in our
This
group.
is why I doubted them.
This worm, yeah. How are we gonna get by this worm? There's no way.
Please, Riggs, only let it be one worm. Please.
All right, Lyric and Sato.
Well, it depends on
As
how
you get
deep it-
closer, Sato, a branch snaps beneath your foot. A pretty heavy branch. The ground here was a little less even than you thought.
I could use that branch.
The crawler looks back at you almost instantly, and you hear a. I need you both to roll initiative, please.
Oh,
As you roll initiative, we're gonna go back to the inn for 1 second.
All right. So wait, hold off on a roll.
Sorry.
Hold off on a roll for now.
Yeah. Just for now. And everybody else, you hear a sound from the bottom, from the inn. Each one of you,
Oh,
Talia, Trix, Azel, Artok, all of you in the inn.
Loki.
Yeah. You hear, guys, remember that thing that I asked you about? I told you that there was gonna be a payment. The cats weren't in. I'm gonna need everybody down here now, please. And so immediately,
Okay.
as soon as that happened,
Oh,
Sorry, one sec.
no. He's already got it loaded up. As soon as it changes, we'll see it.
I'm gonna have to move my cat off my chest to do things, aren't I?
Jay, what are you doing?
You're going to disturb the Fluffykins, Riggs.
I'm playing
I hope
Draw
you-
with Friends.
Okay, looks like you were on Tinder just vigorously swiping.
No, I'm playing Draw something.
Oh God!
Oh,
Holy
God!
shit. What the hell
I
is
want to
that?
fight that! Why don't I get to fight that? I want to break its teeth in!
Wait, hold on. So
Punch it right in the teeth!
our long rest is back, so we have everything?
it is 11 a.m. You are now awake, long rest. Everybody has
Our
max hit
temporary hit points are gone.
are gone. Yep. It is. You have all your spell slots back. This is going to be a fight for every single person. All of us are going to fight. So Sato and Lyric are going to fight the worm. Everybody else is going to fight this giant demon. We're going to have fun with this. So before we do this, number one, do we want to wait until next week to do this? Because this is going to be a battle. And if we invest, this is going to take a while.
Yeah, that's what
Number
I'm
two-
worried about.
We're talking Loki because honestly, I'm good to go.
Well, number two, if we don't, then we need to take a break for sure. Before we do
I would rather.
What's the vote?
I would rather do the fight night.
Okay.
I kind of want to do
Me
it
too.
now.
So 2 for next week.
Next week.
That's 3.
Artok next week.
And one more
Um,
to make it a majority.
Because
I'm
it's
gonna
good
Hazel next
for cliffhanger, getting viewers.
I'm good
Okay.
either way.
All right, let's go ahead and pause. Let's go ahead and call it a session then, guys. For this week. I know it's a good cliffhanger though, because we'll
It's a
come
good
back and we'll have
What
this.
the hell is
Let me
that
just-
thing?
Let me just let everybody know though before we end this session. And I've said this a million times, I know, and I've been crappy every time. But be prepared to fight next week, guys.
Obviously, we're ending right before a fight.
Question.
Yeah, you
I
can
have
hear
a
it.
long rest. Can
Yeah.
I reset my spells?
Yes.
Okay.
You
I'll
sure
let you know
can.
next week.
There's
Thank
actually
you.
a
Perfect.
button
All right,
in
guys.
Roll20 you
Bye,
can enable in the
stream.
settings.
Bye,
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 stream.
stream.
Short stream.
Bye,
Come back
stream.
next week.
Long rest.
Goodbye.
Bye, stream.